Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, dirty dogs?
Hello.
What up, guys? What up? It's good to see ya. They're still early. They're still late. I'm early. It's good to see you guys. New live cam here, guys, in Las Vegas. Nice to see, man, of the new Sphere. Look, you can see the plane right there going by. It's a live cam. There's the tram going by the new live Sphere. SetJet's new camera. So we got something to look at, man. At night, this is going to be really fun to watch at night, guys. We can see the whole little changing of the Sphere. And when they have the concerts there, we can watch that too. So pretty cool. Just to let you know, they're still dicking around. So as soon as they stop dicking around, we'll go live to them. It's good to see everybody. Like I said, happy Friday to all of you. The Orb, yes, the Orb in Las Vegas. You know, they were building this thing last time I was there. For 420, I was there, and it was almost done. It was black, and it looked like the Death Star because there was no color to it. Yeah, it was pretty weird. So now to see it all done and finished, and it's pretty translucent too. If you look at that top layer, you see that almost thin layer, like it looks white right above the top, like in between there, like right about there. You can see through it. You can actually see the caging inside. No, I haven't been inside it. No. I don't know if there's been too many people there, but here we go, guys. Here we go. About time. Perfect timing. It's good to see everybody, like I said. Hello to everybody. Yeah, let's get the
Orion, President of the Council, and I'd like to bring the meeting to order, please. Thank you all very much for being with us today. Public comment will be taken in today's meeting both in person in the council chamber and also by teleconference as well.
All right.
Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yeah, I had a nice breakfast. Just made myself a couple of eggs, two pieces of bacon. Oh, Mr. Herman's there, the Batman outfit, next to Fernando Valenzuela.
Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, 10 members present in a quorum, Mr. President.
Thank you. First order.
So we got one.
Approval of the minutes of August 9th,
What's up, Capri Sun?
2023.
How are you?
Councilmember McOsker moves. Councilmember Soto Martinez seconds. Next.
Hi, Marco.
Combinatory
Alice.
resolutions for
Hi, Kiss.
approval.
Hi, Tons.
Councilmember Lee moves.
Courtney.
Councilmember Park seconds. Next. If we could run through the agenda, please.
Items
Everything's
1
good,
and 2
Andrew.
are
Like I
items
said,
for
just
which
had a nice
public hearings
breakfast,
have
cooked a
been
couple
held.
sunny side
Items
up
3
eggs,
and
couple
4 are
pieces of
items for
bacon,
which public
a
hearings
little
have not
orange
been held.
juice. Now I'm having
Item
my
5
coffee.
on the continuation agenda is
Got
an
these
item for
ding
which
dongs
the
on.
public
Let's
hearing has
go.
been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Hi, Wayne. Beanie.
Very good.
Misty.
Without objection, those items are now before
Hi, Francine.
us.
Hi, Calamity Girl.
Do any members wish
Hi,
to
Maverick.
call any of those items special? Councilmember Rodriguez.
Item 5 for a separate vote, please.
Item 5, thank you.
Yeah,
Any
I'm pumped
other
up today. Got a
specials,
nice
members?
breakfast.
Councilmember Park.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to call item number 2 for remarks.
Oh,
Two.
man. Let's
Thank
see.
you.
Hopefully they go back
Any
to that.
other specials,
I want to see the
members?
view of the people. I
Specials
want to
on
see
the
if
left?
Sachs is in there.
Specials
Harlan.
on the right.
Hi, Nancy.
All right.
Hi, Potato.
Seeing none,
Steakings.
Mr. Clerk, which items
Come here,
are now
thanks.
available
Everybody
for us
wants
to
to
vote on?
see ya.
Mr. President, the council may now vote on item 1.
All right, item 1 is before us. On that item, let's open the roll,
Baby boy.
close the roll, and tabulate the votes.
12 eyes.
Very good. With that,
What's up, pig?
I'd like
Matt?
to call on Councilmember Blumenfield, who has
Hi,
a
baby.
special introduction. Mr. Blumenfield.
Yeah, special welcome.
He's such a
First,
buff boy.
Ohio gozaimasu. I'd like to welcome the Nagura Japan Sister City delegation to council chambers. The relationship with Nagura started on March 29, 1959, when a delegation from Los Angeles visited Nagoya during a trade mission. The port's longest-standing sister port agreement is with the Port of Nagoya in
Hey,
Japan. The Los
that's-
Angeles and Nagoya
that's Mr.
Sister City
Harlan's port.
affiliation began as part of President Eisenhower's Citizens International Exchange Program in 1959. The primary goal of the Sister City program is to foster mutual understanding between the people of Los Angeles and Nagoya through cultural, educational, and people-to-people exchanges. Later that year, Nagoya was devastated by the Ice Bay typhoon, and Los Angeles Sister City members organized a relief effort to aid that stricken city.
Hi, Spooky.
This effort established a strong
Just
relationship.
missed the
that
police
was
chase in
later
Detroit,
reciprocated
right?
When we here in Los Angeles were hit by the Northridge earthquake.
Life in the big
back in
titty,
1994,
IH.
And we appreciate their stepping in.
Can't
Since
be
that
with all
sister
of them.
city relationship was established, Nagoya has sent a delegation to Los Angeles annually.
Ah, it's good to see
for
you,
the
Yessie.
last
Hopefully you're
60
feeling better.
years. The delegation will participate in the Nisei taking place in Little Tokyo,
Don't
the
feel like
Asian
that.
Cultural Festival, and it has a
That's
great
good.
relationship with the Consul General's office. I want to thank
Hopefully
Nagoya
you
for
get
keeping
back
the
to
sister city
100%.
relationship strong.
Lonnie, it's good to
and
see
for
you. Hi,
being
Lonnie.
here today, visiting us here in Los Angeles. And I
Mr.
wanted
Pibb.
to yield my microphone for a moment. We have with us Mayor Kawamura of Nagoya and Chairman Narita of Nagoya, the Nagoya Assembly, and they'd each like to say a quick word. So, Mayor.
Okay. Hi, thank
Look
you
at Mr.
very
Herman
much.
going crazy.
I'm from the
Look at
city
Mr. Herman
of
going crazy.
Nagoya,
All the
and
Dodger
I'm the
fans are in there.
crazy mayor of Nagoya.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
for Fernando.
And first of all, I've got to say about the Tom Rabonji. He's a very friendly man, and we miss you. You miss him
Yes.
very much. Every time I say here, and he appears from that door.
I don't know.
and
I don't
sing
know,
a
Anita.
song of Japanese song Sukiyaki.
Only
Yeah.
Tom would tell.
And I sing song together with my favorite Elvis Presley. Can't help falling in love with his LA people. And
I'd love to see this
I
dude
miss
drunk.
He is a very kindly man.
He'd be
And
great.
as he said that Nagoya, Los Angeles, a very long time sister city affiliation. But probably, only Tokyo. But Tokyo is a little bossy. So, but Nagoya is, but no offense, had a very hard time after World War II and take over the hard time. And we had number one trade surplus city. And together, let's
Sake
only
bombs
1 minute
for
yeah?
breakfast.
I'm sorry, only 1
This
minute.
guy.
So I cannot sing a song. Okay. And so we've got
I like
to get not only get along, we were very close together so far in the future. It's okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's his name? I don't know. I didn't catch his name.
Chairman Narita? And Chairman Narita.
Hey, good morning.
50
ladies
Guns
and
is talking
gentlemen,
over
and
at,
council
to
member.
fucking
My
Mr.
name
Herman
is
right now.
Takayuki Narita.
What's going on over there?
今日は名古屋からロサンゼルスシティ、姉妹友好都市公式訪問議員団としてお邪魔いたしております。
We are here today in Los Angeles as an official delegation to participate in events for Los Angeles and the city of Nagoya sister city relationship events.
本日は温かくお出迎えをいただきまして心から敬意と感謝を申し上げたいと存じます。
Thank you all very much for a very warm welcome that we are receiving here.
No, the Japanese. They're not
私
Chinese.
から本日3名お邪魔いたしておりますから私からご紹介をしたいと思います。まずはじめに自民党の横井俊明議員です。
I would like to introduce my three colleagues. First, Mr. Toshiaki Yokoi, Assembly member from Liberal Democratic Party.
名古屋民主の
The reason for the
団長
Dodger,
加藤和
the reason for the Dodger jerseys, I believe, is because they're retiring Fernando Valenzuela's number. So I don't know. It has probably something to do with that, I'd guess. Hopefully Fernando's there. It'd be awesome to see
澤田浩
Fernando.
一団長です。
And Mr. Koichi Sawada, who represents Komeii Party, a clean government party
What's up, Georgie?
from the Assembly.
ロサンゼルスシティと名古屋の一層の友好親善、図られることを記念してご挨拶いただきます。Thank you.
What's up, Honestor?
I would like to end my
Looks like the Japanese KDL.
little speech by wishing for further strengthening of the relationship between Nagoya and Los Angeles. Thank you very much.
I can't see him, Valerie. They keep changing the view so fast. I haven't seen him. Mr. Herman's for sure there. He's right in the. You can see him in the.
Thank you all very much.
in the Batman
to our
outfit. He's in the
delegation from
Batman
Nagoya. We're honored to have you here
Can't
with
miss
us
him.
again, and thank you for coming to our chambers. We look forward to many continued years of the successful sister city relationship that we've had. Thank you all very much for
I don't
being
know what the
here. We
grift
wish
is
you
today.
well
We'll
on your
find
visit.
out, though.
With that, I'm going to ask Mr. Harris Dawson if you could come on up and take the desk.
Mr. Harris Dawson, you're already leaving, dog? You just got here, bro. You already leaving. Where are you going? Was it such a long day of 10 minutes worth of work? Boy, you Democrats are lazier than dog shit.
All right, now we have a
swear to
presentation that will be
Lazy
led by
motherfuckers.
Councilmember Hernandez of
Lazy.
the First
Got
Council
their hands
District.
out. Don't ever work. Fucking lazy. True grifters.
Thank you, Council-
All right, guys.
Council
Time
President
for
Pro Tem.
us to
Colleagues.
smoke.
Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Congressman Francisco Villatoro from El Salvador, whose district
Hi,
covers our
Tim.
beautiful sister city, San Salvador. It's been really great to see how the sister city agreement from 2005 has been reactivated over the last few months, and the great partnerships
big
that
country?
are blooming via the works of some of our other special guests, like Labor Leader Ana Castro, LA Commissioner Raul Claros, who is the chair of the Sister City Committee, and Oscar Dominguez, founder of the El Salvador Corridor. CD1 is home to more Salvadorian residents than any other district, with historical connections to some of our city's most beautiful destinations, like MacArthur Park in the Westlake area, and the El Salvadorian Corridor in the Pico Union adjacent community. Where just yesterday, this group here
Did they fix
celebrated
the
the
chair?
grand
I don't
opening
know.
of the new office and programming space of the El Salvador Corridor Association in CD1, which is one of the many reasons why I'm so proud to represent this district. Welcome and thank you for joining us. I'd like to give them just a minute or so to speak briefly. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Frank Villatoro. I'm a congressman of El Salvador, and thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy of being here today with you. Well, almost 20 years ago, the Sister City program began. But now we have the opportunity
blazing on some
reactivate many
P-Rex right now.
programs
Good
to
to see you, Tim.
improve this lifestyle in kids and young people. We are going to support young people that lives in LA and young people that lives in El Salvador. And I'm here to tell you that I want to support this program. Remember that Salvadorian people
They have cat
represent
shows?
the second biggest Hispanic community in LA.
He's mean. He don't want to
El
be there.
Salvador is changing, and we may take advantage of the security that we have now to invest and visit my
He
country.
loves his daddy, though. He's sitting
because
right
it-
there next
it-
to me.
It is an historical opportunity, and actually, you are welcome in El
best
Salvador anytime you want. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now we have a second presentation from Councilmember Hernandez.
They
of
use the
First
exact same
District.
chairs I have. That's funny, except for theirs aren't torn
A
up
very
by a
special
cat.
presentation.
But those are the same chairs. I have that exact chair they're using. Ah, shit, yeah. All right, I don't see Mr. Sachs. I'm fucking worried. I see Mr. Spindler. He's right there standing up in the blue. Mr. Herman, Mr. Spindler are there. 50 Guns is there. I see all the way in the back in the orange or yellow shirt. I see
Thank you so
fucking
much,
Fist
Council
next to
President,
him, so
and
all
good
them are
morning,
there.
colleagues. I
I
am
don't see
happy to
Mr. Sachs or
introduce
Harlan
a
yet.
very special guest with us today, who many of you I know are excited to see because y'all hit us up. And the whole building has hit
Fernando?
us up because they're very excited about this, icon, this legend coming into our building today.
Fernando?
This weekend, Angelinos across the city will be celebrating Fernando and his incredible legacy. And we're excited to kick off the festivities right here in City Hall.
That's awesome.
I know a
He's
lot.
here?
I know a lot
Sean
of
from
baseball
Canoga
fans
Park.
are sitting around the horseshoe today, and many of you know the story that led Fernando to become a legend in LA. But let's share a little bit about it. So
Greatest
that
rookie
everybody
left-hander
becomes aware.
ever to pitch.
Fernando was born in Echo,
Probably the best Mexican
Sonora,
baseball
Mexico,
player to ever play.
As the youngest of 12 children, where he first learned the game of baseball. He was scouted by the Dodgers and joined the organization in 1979 and made his major league debut the following year as a relief pitcher.
And crushed it.
He quickly became a household name, and in 1981, he was the starting pitcher for the Dodgers. Fernando was the only player
He
in
was
Major
special.
League history to win Rookie of the Year and the CY Young Award in the same season.
CY, that'd
And
be
he was 20
that'd be
years
Cy
old.
Young Award, idiot.
And in
The
1981,
CY award.
Again, he won these awards and also became a 6-time National League All-Star in his career.
Democrats are stupid.
During his last season in 1990, he pitched a no-hitter hitter.
That means they hit
And
no balls,
throughout
right?
his tenure, Fernando became a global sensation and an inspiration to
CY
communities
winner.
from LA to Mexico. And so, I welcome them. I welcome his team.
Why her?
But what I want to say is
Why her?
that, and Fernando, I want to share this with you, is, the Dodgers were in Los Angeles. People
Yes.
like the Dodgers.
Yes.
But when you came and joined the team, well, from what I've read, from what I've heard, and have learned from people, is that people began to really love the Dodgers. The Mexican community was introduced to baseball in a different way, in a different capacity, because they saw themselves
Yeah, Brock.
in you. And I know that
Horrible.
right now, when Dodger games are happening and there's endless traffic in CD1.
There he is right there. I
and
didn't even
majority
see
of
him.
fans
There's
are
Fernando
Latinos
right there in the blue.
It's because of you.
Shout
You
out to
set this
Fernando. He looks
legacy.
great.
And so I just wanted
He
to
looks
share
great.
that.
Motherfucker
I know
looks
that you are
30.
loved and welcomed, and
Motherfucker
I'm
looks
so
30.
grateful for celebrating you. and
Look
your
at him.
legacy
Look at
here
how
right
young
now.
he is. He looks great.
I'd
Dude's
like to
60 years
welcome
old,
them
and
if
he
they'd
looks
like
30.
to come on board right here.
Still could pitch today. Bet you
Yes.
still pitch today. Shout out to
Right
Fernando, man. It's fucking awesome. Got himself some new teeth, too. Fernando got some new teeth. Get it, Fernando?
Yes. Can we follow our...
Telling you, the greatest left-handed Dodger
right there. Yes,
pitcher.
thank you.
Right there, probably. Man, that's cool they have him in there. The reason is because the Dodgers have decided to, retire 34, his number, which I think is just due. He really was a big part of the game, and he really did bring the Mexican American group into Dodger Stadium, and they loved him. And ever since then, it's really been a huge melting pot. She is right in that sense, even though she didn't, she wasn't a part of it. She wasn't alive then, I'm guessing, in '81. He's got a cool Mexico jersey too. Look at the red jersey right there. That one's fat.
Good morning,
World
everyone.
Baseball Classic
Buenos
jersey.
dias. Yeah, I think it's really for me surprised to be with you guys, and thank you for this invitation. And I don't have a word to say this. I think it's
oh, that's him.
It's great.
And Koufax, yeah, of course.
All the
Drysdale.
fans, all the people, all the councilmen, thank you for inviting me this day. And really, I've been
Look at Sean. Look at
in
Sean's
Los Angeles
face.
for a few years.
From Canoga Park.
I played
I'm Sean from
11
Canoga
years
Park.
there, and then after that, they're still working, but another department. And really, I think I feel like I'm home.
Thank
here
you,
in Los
Flores.
Angeles. So thanks, everyone. Thanks, all the Dyers.
Where's Mr. Look, Mr. Herman back there.
Thanks, the team, giving me the opportunity
Look at
to
him.
be
Look at him in the
this
Batman
beautiful city.
in between
So,
Fernando.
Just thanks, everyone, again. And what I want to thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Shout out to you, Fernando. I think he looks great. Yeah, he still does telecast with Jaime Harin sometimes at Dodger Stadium.
Bueno, para mí es un gran placer estar con todos ustedes aquí.
He does the Spanish telecasts.
Mucha sorpresa para mí, ya que pues el tener esta invitación de estar aquí con todos ustedes es algo que pues difícil de explicar, pero yo creo que para mí ha sido un gran honor estar en Los Ángeles. Pienso que desde que llegué a Los Ángeles,
I don't know, wise guy.
11 años
Too
jugando
new.
profesional con Dyers y después en otro departamento trabajando siempre con Dyers. Yo creo que la gente, el público siempre ha recibido, hemos recibido
Yeah, he was a Padre too.
buenas noticias de ellos. Pero yo creo que realmente
I mean, he could go
para
back
mí lo más
to Mexico
importante
so
es de que he
quickly
estado
playing for the
por muchos
Padres, you know?
años,
Be down there in
aquí
20
en Los
minutes.
Ángeles, y realmente me siento como en casa, así que de que bueno, quiero agradecerles a todos por esta invitación de estar con todos ustedes. Gracias a todos nuevamente y muchas gracias, que la sigan pasando muy bien y muy agradecido. Gracias.
I bet he's got a beautiful house in Mexico. I mean, a lot of people do. And, you know, I'm sure he still made some pretty darn good money. Even though he played in the early 80s, they didn't make a whole lot of cash. You know, he's been with the Dodgers ever since he stopped playing. So, probably makes a decent little penny doing the telecast and stuff like that. Fernando. It'd be awesome to watch him pitch again.
Hernandez, Mr. Valenzuela, there are several members on the queue who want to make comments, so we'll begin that process now. If you all will sit tight, let's begin.
Sit
with,
down,
Ms.
CY
Padilla.
winner. Fucking CY winner. I mean, really, girl? CY winner?
Valenzuela, es un orgullo ser parte del miembro. I'll say it in English first. It is an honor
She can't even
to
say
be a
it
council
in
member
Spanish.
In this era when we are retiring your jersey. I'm excited to witness it also tonight at the game. And you know, in 2018 was the first time that I took my mother to her first Dodger game after living here for over 40 years. And I was there with her and my youngest brother, and it ended up turning into a whole story about how the only thing she really understood Dodgers was when Fernando Valenzuela was there. When she came to California, she came to Los Angeles, and it was all about listening to the Dodger games on the radio with her, my grandpa, because you know we're never the kind of family that can go to a game, but just knowing that there was somebody at the stadium that looked and sounded like us and came from our country of Mexico. I thank you for building that bridge between the Mexican community and the Mexican American community that was going to come and be the fan base of what is today's Dodger, everything related to the Dodgers and the Dodger Stadium. So excited to be here. Congratulations. Very well deserved. Thank you for being a leader in our community, and see you tonight.
Thank you
Why
so
don't you
much.
say it in Spanish?
Councilmember Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Valenzuela, as a young Asian American growing in Los Angeles, we didn't have a lot of faces that looked like mine growing up. Yours was a different face for the Dodgers, and it united this city, and it made a 10-year-old in me just really, truly fall in love with that era of the Dodgers. So much that one of your teammates, Steve Yeager, his son now works for me. Steve's Josh Yeager's with me. His dad, I am such a huge Dodger fan, and so much of that is because of you and the electricity that you brought. But the game that when we look at players today, you used to throw 18, 20 complete games a season. Today, you're lucky to get 3 or 4 complete games. You were someone who carried those teams for us. And I just want to thank you for those incredible memories for all Angelinos, but not only that, for everything you've done since, for really making this city your home, and for everything you've brought since those times. We just can't thank you enough. And the retiring your number is something that is long overdue. And so just council member, thank you so much for bringing the Fernando Valenzuela to these chambers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Rodriguez.
You can hear Mr. Herman screaming the most. That's Mr. Herman.
Thank you, Mr.
That's
President.
him.
Mr. Valenzuela, it's really a wonderful honor to have you here in our council chambers today. I would also be remiss. I see Jaime Jarin is also joining us here in the audience today.
I didn't even see him. Where is he? Was he sitting next to him? I didn't even recognize him. Where is he? Can't see.
This is Los Dodgers. And you bring such
Where's Jaime?
tremendous pride to our community, a community that so often felt unseen here in the city of Los Angeles. You changed that dynamic for us. As a young girl, and we all share so many similar stories. But my grandfather, I remember we would
it's always
leave
about
from
you.
Cypress Park to go to a Dodger game. He would have his transistor radio to listen to Jaime Jarin, call every play that the Dodgers were making, and of course, you were amongst what was most celebrated in each of those announcements. You bring such tremendous pride to our community because you did make Los Angeles home, and you are what helped to make Los Angeles great. that we have so much to offer as Latinos here in the city of Los Angeles that so often was unrecognized and undervalued. You brought the respect that we were all, that our community was so deserving of.
Okay, I pinned it to the
and
top.
so, as a daughter of immigrants from Mexico, as an
I care about
Angelino,
baseball.
I just want to say thank you for
And him,
bringing
LG.
this tremendous source of pride for
I'm a
our
Dodger
community
fan.
to be seen on a
Great
stage
Dodger right there.
that brought such worldwide acclaim. Thank you
That's
for
right,
everything
Rob.
that
Fernando
you did to
Mania.
represent us the way we
LGD
deserve to be
LG don't know
represented.
nothing about
We are
Fernando
so proud
Mania.
of you. And I just want to say thank you so much. Que viva Fernando Valenzuela.
He took
Thank
the
you
world
so
by
much.
storm, man. He did.
Before we kick back to the council member to present a certification, Mr. Valenzuela, again, I just want to thank you, like Ms. Rodriguez, Mr. Lee. I grew up in this town, and I grew up in South LA where there were Latinos and African Americans. And for
Apparently there's never
our
whites there. There's white
Mexican-American
people there,
neighbors,
too. Hate to break it
we
to
would
you.
always say, well,
Not a lot, but there are.
they're not on, no one recognizes them. They're not on television. We can't see them, but they're our neighbors. They live in our community. And then you came to town. And you set the city on fire with your performance on the field, but also for your representation of the people of this city.
Cy Young Award
and
winner.
so
CY
suddenly,
Award
our
winner.
part of town was Dodger Town, and our community paid attention to what was happening there at Chavez Ravine. So again, thank you. The folks in my community, I remember the older folks always saying, Fernando Valenzuela is the new Jackie Robinson for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And so thank you for what you've done for this city and for what you've done for so many people. Miss Hernandez.
Quick pause on the live. Again, guys, racism and race will never, the race baiting and all this shit, it'll never stop. Because, again, all you do is keep baiting it. Stop baiting it and it'll stop. Stop the race baiting.
De parte de la
All the
ciudad de Los
racism will
Ángeles,
just go away.
De
I
mis
bet.
colegas, estoy muy
I bet.
orgullosa de poder presentarle esta resolución que declara hoy,
You're just
agosto
you.
11, a Fernando Valenzuela Day. Aquí está su certificado de la ciudad que declara hoy su día.
I want one of those.
So on behalf of my colleagues in the City Council of Los
Says
Angeles,
stinks in real
we're proud
nice
to
lettering.
present you with this resolution officially declaring today, August 11th, Fernando Valenzuela Day. Please, big round of applause on and off the field. You've been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. And as you're taking pictures, Mr. Valenzuela,
50 guns.
Ms. Hernandez, I'm gonna call for a short recess, Mr. Valenzuela, because I know every member of the council wants to get a picture with you. So we're gonna take the unusual step of inviting you into the horseshoe as we go on recess for a few minutes, so folks can get a photo.
So we can just waste some more time. Please, Fernando. Can I get a pic? That's good to see. I'm honoring him. He deserves it. He's been a good dude his whole career. Never heard nothing bad ever in his entire career. And he was something special. Besides being a super talented left-handed pitcher, he was, he was just, he was kind of a person who brought people together, for sure. And I don't even know it was by his doing. It really wasn't. It was just by his presence. Dude couldn't speak English. I mean, he could barely speak English almost now. You know, even then it was really bad. He was one of the first that really needed a translator. You know, and he really was a special player. And it's good to see the Dodgers doing what's right. And, these dickheads are just following suit. If the Dodgers wouldn't have done what they did, trust me, he wouldn't be here today. Because these dickheads just, they see what others are doing. Okay, well, they're honoring him, so let's bring him in here and honor him. Otherwise, they wouldn't have thought about him 1 minute of one day, ever. With all their little Dodger bobbleheads and all the other shit. So, that's the way I feel. Well, let's see. Let's see how long it takes these ding-dongs. How long is it going to take 30 idiots to get behind one nice guy and take a picture with him? Let's see. Oh, fuck. All right, guys, I have to mute it because, and I'm sure I probably already got it, that stupid piano playing that you just heard right there got me a copyright strike like 2 weeks ago. Because remember, I was like, oh, let's just let it play. It's soothing, elevator music. Apparently, it's copywritten. So, yeah. It's a musical score on a piano that's copywritten, of course. So yeah, we can't play that. Can't do it, Tara. Can't do it. Yeah. So gotta mute it, man. It's unfortunate, but that's life in the big titty on YouTube. Oh, it's Urias too. I didn't even notice it wasn't a Fernando jersey. It was Urias. That's cool. I like that jersey. Mr. Spindler and Mr. Herman. Look at the left, guys. Ah, and of course they changed it. It was Mr. Herman, Mr. Spindler getting together. Oh, there they are right there. Look at them talking. Look at them. Look at them. Look. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's come back right now to the left. Let's see. Keep your eye awake where Stinks is at. There they are. Look, he's right above Stinks. Look, Spindler and Herman just chatting. He's all coffeeed up. Look at him. Look at him there. Hi, guys. They even know that we're... Hi, guys. We're looking at you. We're looking at you. Are Fernando Valenzuela cars worth money? They're not worth a whole lot. I mean, you got to remember, pitchers are always worth less than batters. So even guys like Greg Maddux and all the biggest names you could name here, not worth a whole lot. But again, a nice Fernando rookie and a Gem 10, I'd still quite a few hundred. I'd say $500, $700. I'd bet. I don't know. I got to look. Again, in 81, those cards were pretty cut pretty bad, like off-centered and ink splotches and photo marks. Like, they didn't care. They knew they were for kids, and they knew kids weren't going to come back and complain about quality control. So just fucking put them in the packs and be done. They're there for they want the bubble gum. They don't want the cards. And that was what their thought was in 81. So to get cards from that era that are in perfect shape is really tough. Straight out of a pack. We can go buy boxes right now with unopened packs. You can still find them. You know what I mean? But when we open them, what are the cards going to look like? They'll be the corners will be tight, straight, perfect, but still could be off-centered and ink splotches and all that shit, which deteriorates from value when you grade them. Yeah, you cared about the gum, right? And the problem with the gum is if the card's on the back, the gum will seep into it because remember, the gum has preservative in it, so it stays good for many years. So that actually leaks into the card and makes a stain on the card. So if it's on the front of the card, you can actually take off the stain with pantyhose. Funny enough as it is, pantyhose takes it off. But if it's on the back of the card, there's nothing you can do and it's ruined. That's really how it is. Calamity Girl, thank you so much for the dono.
Money don't jiggle, it folds like a wiggle.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Any good breaks lately? I did some breaks last night. I think it was nothing real special. Nothing to really write home about. Yeah, pantyhose, Rob. It's weird. And now the card companies don't make the gum anymore. Well, really, there's only one company that made it, and that was Topps. Topps sued everybody who tried to put gum in their packs because it was like their claim to fame. It was their little thing. So if you put gum in your pack, they were going to come after you. So no, everybody stopped with that, and then they stopped themselves. They realized, wait a minute, these kids don't want the gum. They're fucking the cards up. We could save millions of dollars by stop making these shitty sticks of gum. So let's just stop making the gum. And that's really what it was, And then Topps ended up selling this year, or was it last year? Last year, Topps sold to Fanatics, the company that makes all that, the merchandise, like when the Redskins win the Super Bowl, and then literally a minute later, go get your Redskins Super Bowl t-shirt, Super Bowl champs. That company that makes all that shit bought Topps. So, yeah. So now, Topps has now created almost a monopoly. They're fighting with the other big company, Panini, in court, actually, right now. They're going back and forth with each other, saying they're both bad for the hobby. While Topps is trying to swallow up every company and just make it a monopoly. Panini's holding on for dear life, and not that they're a good company because they're pretty shitty too. But it's a crazy card war out there, man. People don't even realize it. Billions and billions of dollars at stake for these baseball cards. Because just to get the players' rights from the Players Association so you can have Fernando sign your cards and put them in your packs, you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars just for that okay. You know what I mean? So that's what they're really fighting for. They're fighting for the fact to be able to make legal, legitimate, certified products that are by the MLB or the NBA and so forth.
I'd like to recognize Councilmember Lee, who is going to be
go back to tobacco,
us in another very important presentation. So members, if you could please take your desks
What's up,
so
bipolar?
we could move on to the next presentation.
Yeah, I mean, we're already deep into this. Come on. Let's get Fernando out of there. Fernando's tired of taking pictures and signing autos. I still don't say hi.
All right, I really need members for you to take your desks and let's move on to the next presentation.
I need you guys to hurry
Thank
up
you
and
very
get the
much.
fuck to work, you fucking punks.
All right.
Sit down and get to work, you assholes, you lazy fucks.
I'm very pleased to recognize Councilmember Lee, who has an important presentation. Councilmember Lee, you have the floor.
Who said that? Don't ever say that. Who was that? Anna, don't ever say that, please. Thank you so much for the kind dono. Any kind words, anything is something, and I appreciate that. So trust me, that's big. That is big. Don't feel like that's nothing, because that is something. That helps keep the show going. Pays the internet bill, it pays the light bill, pays all that. And I appreciate you, Anna. Thank you for the dono.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't like when people say that. You know, that makes me feel bad in a sense too. But please don't feel that way. Okay? Anything you give, even if it's just kind words, is appreciated. And I appreciate you. Thank you. No, Rick, I don't see him. I'm scanning the room as much as I can. They kept changing the camera angle. I see, like I said, and the homeboy fist guy's got his, look, he's got the, hold on. Let's do this. So you can see back here, there's the fist guy right there. There's, okay, we got Mr. Spindler and Mr. Herman over here somewhere. So we got all those. We have 4 regular suspects. And Sean, there's 5 regular suspects. I just don't see Mr. Harlan. Doesn't mean he's not there. And I don't see Mr. Sachs. Doesn't mean he's not there. Doesn't mean they're not on the phone either. So just want to let you know. I think Stacy's there. I can't really see. I mean, there's a space between the dude holding the sign up and
All right, we're going to
so maybe they're in between. Maybe she's sitting
We
in
are going to
between.
resume the meeting. We are resuming
Uh-oh.
our meeting now with a presentation by Mr. Lee.
He's already getting loud.
Mr. Reedy.
He's getting loud.
Don't disrupt this meeting.
He's getting loud.
No one here will
getting mad.
disrupt this meeting. Sit down and be silent so we can proceed with our work.
He's getting mad.
There will be no disruptions of this meeting. Anyone who shouts out will be excluded from this meeting.
Get mad.
Whoever is shouting out right now, that's your last warning.
And Council President, for the record, is the Asian gentleman with
Okay,
the striped
the
shirt.
guy with the mask on the
He's
right-hand
yelling.
side, I've warned him twice. Be silent or you'll be removed.
Look at his face. It's this
All
guy
right,
right
this
here.
meeting is going to be in order. The
Yeah, right
members
here.
of the public who are here, I need to bring the volume down so that we can proceed with our next
He's getting red,
meeting.
yeah.
I know everybody's excited about it.
Look at his
having
face.
Fernando Valenzuela here, but we have work to do, so let's resume.
I'm certainly not excited because you're here.
All right.
We're excited for
Thank you.
Fernando. He's a great
Councilmember
legend.
Lee, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Oh,
it's a
fuck.
great day here today in City Council where we're celebrating so many different cultures that make up the great city of Los Angeles. And I have the privilege of recognizing
They're all
the
talking
78th
over him in the back.
anniversary of the Korean Independence Day. I believe there's some people that are going to join me here.
You can hear 'em.
But while they come up, we are
Mr.
here
Lee,
today.
Mr. Lee, sorry.
Hold on.
As the group
Sidebarring.
is coming forward, I'm going to ask the members of the audience to please be quieter so that we can proceed with our meeting.
Shut up, y'all.
I need to bring the conversations down so that we can proceed with the presentation.
Is this the
Thank
Oscars?
you.
No, those are going to be
Mr. Lee.
canceled this year,
I
hopefully.
understand there's a lot of
Just
excitement
like
over
the
Korean Independence
Emmys
Day,
were.
So, I just want to thank everyone.
Good to not see that garbage.
We're here as Korean Americans. We have to remember the spirit of our roots, and I'm proud of our roots and consider representing Los Angeles Korean community one of my greatest life achievements and honors.
Cat Harvey.
We don't have a Korean history Independence Day.
Impressive.
There would be no Korean immigration story.
Thank you, Cat. Much
without
love, Cat.
the
Thank
story
you.
of the fight
Appreciate
for
you, Cat.
independence.
Happy Friday.
In Korea and here in Los Angeles.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr.
Thanks,
Lee.
Kat.
There's a lot of noise in the back of the chambers. You need to be quiet or you'll be removed from the council chambers.
Good luck. That's like 30 people.
Thank you. Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, after 78 years have passed, Korea has proudly become
Look at
an
this guy.
economic
He's awesome.
powerhouse, renowned as one of the world's It's actually the world's sixth
Is that
largest
a Korean
manufacturer
Edgar?
and exporter. Our history,
Is that a Korean Edgar
culture,
haircut?
and influence throughout America are
What is
being
that?
recognized increasingly, and Korean artists, musicians, directors, and actors are now beloved on the global stage. I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to all the incredible Koreans who paved the way for the next generation and myself, and those who have stood side by side with us on that journey. Congratulations
Thank you
on
again,
the
Kat. You
anniversary,
rock.
or what we pronounce as Gwangbokdol.
Thank you, Calamity Girl. Thank
I
you,
hope
Anna.
that our future continues to shine brightly. Now I'd like to toss the microphone to my good friend, James On, the president of Korean American Federation of Los Angeles. Mr. On?
Why
Good
you
morning.
squeezing me so hard, bro?
Honorable Council President Paul Krikorian and council members, it's good to be here again. It is my great pleasure to be here on behalf of the entire Korean American community to thank you for recognizing the 78th Korean Independence Day. August 15th is significant for Koreans worldwide because on this fateful day in 1945, Korea gained its independence from 35 years of Japanese rule following the surrender of Japan after World War II. This year, we also commemorated the 104th anniversary of the March 1st Korean Independence Day movement and 120th anniversary of Korean American immigration with a 7K run and walkathon throughout Los Angeles with Mayor Karen Bass, Council members Heather Hutt, the Honorable John Lee, and Councilmember Tim McCosker. As we celebrate Korean
I read the
Independence
wrong
Day, we
message
praise
or
the
what?
city that has embraced our community, is home to the largest Korean American diaspora, and the elected Honorable Mr. John Lee, who is just the second Korean American council member in our city's history. We are proud of and grateful for landmarks named after notable Korean Angelenos, such as the Dosan Anchangho Post Office, honoring the prominent Korean
They won't
independence
take my
activist
call.
and one of the first Korean Angelenos.
Just says
and
they
community
won't take my
leaders.
call and they won't.
Sammy
it doesn't
Lee
say anything
Square and
else.
Dr. Sammy Lee Medical
Show
and Health
story, I
Sciences
click it, man.
Magnet School, dedicated to the first
Why
Asian
won't they take your
American Olympic
call?
gold medalist.
Put it in the chat
The
room.
first man to win back-to-back gold medals in platform diving, a Korean war veteran and physician. The Young-Hook Kim Academy and the Colonel Young-Hook Kim U.S.
How'd you
Army
know?
Memorial Highway, commemorating the first Asian American colonel to lead a U.S. battalion into war, a true hero, civic leader, and humanitarian. And the Olympic Gateway, which, although not completed yet, will be a landmark along Olympic Boulevard in Normandy, which welcomes Angelenos into Koreatown. We also reflect on CAFLA's recent work to help Angelenos. As a multilingual one-stop center, we have assisted over 60,000 people to obtain critical financial
Yeah,
aid,
Korean folks are
COVID
great people.
vaccines,
You don't hear nothing
and
bad
social
about 'em.
services, including the City of LA's Small Business Rental Assistance Program and the Micro Enterprise Recovery Grant. In partnership with the LAPD and the City Attorney's Office, we advocate against hate and assist community members, mostly our vulnerable seniors, with navigating services for victims of hate crimes and incidents. We collaborate with our diverse partners, such as the LA Civil Rights Department, to strengthen inter-community relations and promote understanding. We commend the city of...
Yeah, when I was in elementary school, our school had a bunch of Korean kids bust over because Koreatown was lacking in schools. They didn't have enough, and the schools were packed to the gills. So they packed a lot of kids onto buses every morning and brought them to our school and a few others in my neighborhood. So yeah, I know a lot of Korean folks. They're great people, man. You know, they're always bringing great food, kimbap and everything else when it was time to have the little food days and all that stuff. Korean folks are good people, man.
Mr. Yong Hwan Kim.
Does that mean that they're all great? Of course, there's got to be a bad
Mr.
one. There's
President,
bad people of all kinds.
and
But the
every
majority are really good
member
folks.
of
All the ones
City
I met.
Council.
Always
Thank
good
you
folks.
for inviting us. And
Fun to
giving
golf
me a
with?
floor
Yeah, I don't golf.
To this special moment.
I know Asians love to golf.
Together
And they like
with
guns.
our
They love to shoot.
Korean-American community here with us,
Go to
I
the
thank
firing
you
range. You'll see plenty.
For proclaiming the day,
They love to
recognizing
shoot.
the 78th anniversary of the liberation of the Korean people and the independence of the Korea Republic. August 15th, just 4 days away, holds immense significance to my country. You remember this day as Victory Day in Japan, victory in Japan, or end of World War II. But we Koreans remember and celebrate this day as the rebirth of the Korea Republic, and the day for our new journey as a republic with the values we hold dear: freedom, democracy, rule of law, human rights. Your recognition today has a special meaning to the people and the government of the Republic of Korea, as this year we celebrate 70th anniversary of Korea-US alliance and 120th anniversary of the arrival of the first post-Korean immigration into the United States. Throughout our modern history, the U.S. had witnessed our difficulties and our resurgences. 70 years ago, with the help of the U.S., Korea regained its independence.
They learned at the
taken
rage.
by Japanese imperialism for 35 years. Again, with the support of the U.S., Korea overcame the Korean War and resurged from its ashes. Now, Korea of today is firmly founded with its economy prosperous and its democracy vibrant. And here today in LA, you kindly recognize and celebrate the independence of Korea and the resilience of our people. Thank you again very much. Here, we are together with Korean American community leaders. As you all know, Korean community here in Southern California has been the home of many Korean patriots and independence movement during the Japanese
Jim, go to
colonialism.
Europe. Almost
It had
everybody speaks 3
provided
languages.
Unwavering support for our independence and the provisional government in Shanghai
All across
throughout the
Europe,
process
any country,
of
they're
recovering
speaking
Korean
English
sovereignty
on top of whatever
from
they
Japanese
speak there.
colonialism. Deeply rooted in the patriotism and the independent spirit of our founding fathers.
I spent at least a week in Germany and didn't speak any German there. Didn't hear any German being spoke. It was all English. I don't care where you went. Burger King, McDonald's, went down to the market. It was English. They know you're English. They know you're American. They can tell by the way you dress.
Thank
They don't
you,
even-
our Korean community.
They don't even have to
for
hear
your
you.
Activism
There's a
and
Yankee.
dedication
There's
to
a
the
Yank.
growth and diversity of this city.
An American.
In this regard, I believe today's celebration is not only an encouragement for the Korean people, but also that for our flourishing Korean community in Los Angeles.
That's the thing, is you think you go over there, fuck, how am I going to talk to these folks? They're going to talk to you just the way
I
you talk to
extend
them here.
my sincere gratitude to each of
they
council
clear out the
members
room?
for
In the back?
commemorating our liberation.
Bro, they cleared
and
the room.
organizing this splendid ceremony. Thank you very much.
I think they cleared the room. Look at the back of the room.
Mr. Lee?
Bro, where's everybody?
Mr. Lee,
Yes.
if I can, just recognize, I want to recognize...
Bro, they cleared the whole room.
Councilmember from the 1-5, the location of one of our most important
do, Tam.
Korean-American landmarks, Councilmember Tim McOsker.
Thank you very much. I want to thank Councilmember Lee for bringing our friends in.
Glenn
to
Allen
commemorate
Johnson, I
this
appreciate you,
important
Glenn Allen.
anniversary.
Thank you, thank you,
I
thank you.
am
Shout out to you and the rest of...
honored that in the 1-5,
I don't see
at
what
the far
Carolina roots.
south
Shout
end
out
of
Carolina
my
roots.
district, we have the Korean
North
Friendship
Carolina,
Bell.
South Carolina? Which
And
liner?
It is a very significant monument in Los Angeles. In 1976, the Republic of Korea gifted to the city of Los Angeles the Friendship Bell to commemorate our bicentennial. And this is a young Korean republic that recognized the importance of democracy and independence and liberty and human rights. And that iconic bell stands in my district as a reminder of our deep friendship, our
It is,
deep
Phil.
respect. And it has been used in so many important
Both?
events in my district, and it is
out
always
to you,
so
Glenn.
lovely
Thank you.
to welcome the Korean American community and the representatives of the Republic of Korea to San Pedro. And I look forward to the 50th anniversary of that gift is coming up in just a couple of years. And I will be honored to work with Councilmember Lee and with all of you to make sure that we continue the bonds of friendship, respect, dignity, recognizing the importance of for each of us, the importance of human rights and independence and freedom, and most importantly, democracy in our communities. So thank you so much, and congratulations on this important anniversary.
The bell's for us, not for them.
Mr.
That's why
Lee.
you never hear the bell go
So
off
I take
on
it
them.
that means, Tim, I cannot move the bell to my district, is what you're saying. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, colleagues. You know, it's as someone who grew up in Los Angeles,
Cheers,
it's
sir.
really amazing to see so much of our culture being recognized these days.
Absolutely,
And,
Wagon.
it's really special to me, but honestly, it really has taken this whole entire city. So many of you, really all of you, have done your part in recognizing the contributions of Korean Americans throughout the city of Los Angeles. I'd like to give a special thank you to Councilmember Hutt, who's not here, for her support of the Korean community, and Councilmember Marquise Harris Dawson for your recent help in saving what was such a incredibly important place for us, and your work in helping us save Hungsaran.
What's up, Brock? It's good to see you, bud.
Really commemorate and remember the Korean independence movement of what that meant not only to the Korean community, but to the
Is your
Korean
area
American
code?
community and the history of the city of Los
Can't you
Angeles.
block it?
That is an important part of it. And without your help, we could
can't
not
you
have
just
done
do the
that.
star
and so thank you,
6-8
sir.
or whatever it
and
is
thank
that
you to
blocks it?
everyone and all the council
And try
members
calling that
for
way,
helping
maybe?
us celebrate this important day. And on behalf
Or you know what you need to
city of
do?
Los
You go onto Google and get a free Google phone number. And that's what you do. It's free. You can get a free Google phone number with this area code. And then that's really how you'll fool them. Because then you can show the number.
and to all of our guests here today, thank you
Star
so much.
6-7.
Thank
That's
you,
what it
everyone.
is. Star 6-7. What did I say? Star 6-8? Big fish moment. Big
Thank you, Mr. Lee,
fish
and thank you
moment.
all very much from the delegation. We're delighted to be
Why
able to
buy a
celebrate
burger,
this
Matt?
important
I'm saying they're free.
We're
I
ready
have
to
one.
move on to the public comment.
When we do the
section
call-in,
of our
that's
meeting.
my
So,
number that I
Mr.
got from
Clerk
them
and
for
Mr.
free.
City Attorney, if you would please.
The only
read
deal
them
is
the instruct-
every 90 days you have to use it at least once. Otherwise, they'll take it away and you have to go get another one. So that's the deal. You just got to keep using them because they don't have enough to just keep giving away for free.
For public comment, should call.
All right, guys, they're going to call. Call-in time is
ID
here.
number 535-8466, and then
Are they going to bring the people back so we can hear the people in chambers first? Or what are we doing here? What's going on?
Into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute. Let me repeat.
everything?
Call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466, and then press pound. Then
Fucking
press
miss
pound
him,
again when
man.
prompted for participant ID.
Fucking
Once
miss
admitted
him.
into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute.
To members of the public, when it is your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you would like to speak on. You have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 2 minutes total because we only have 2 items open for public comment, and 1 minute
Only
for
2
general
items?
public comment, if you wish. Speak to the items before beginning general public comment. We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. It is our goal to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not speaking on topic, or if we cannot tell
Caller?
whether you are speaking on topic, you will get one brief warning.
Combed
from
his
the
hair
other
today.
president. If you do
Kinda.
not immediately get clearly on topic, or again stray off topic, you will forfeit the
Bro,
rest
his head
of your
is
speaking
giant.
time, and we will move on to the next speaker.
Tell you, those poor glasses are
The
getting so
items
stretched
open
out
for
right now.
Public comment are 3 and 4.
I mean, the fucking end
For
of the.
members of the public calling
they're
in
like
to
that
speak,
on his
when it
face.
is your turn, an automated message from Zoom will prompt you to press star 6 to unmute yourself. If you do not,
Could you
do
imagine
so,
a helmet for him?
Council staff will prompt you
Like,
once
bro,
more.
it'd be the biggest helmet ever.
If you do not
Special
immediately
size.
unmute yourself when prompted by staff,
It'd be like,
you will
what was
forfeit
his
the rest
name?
of
Remember
your time,
Warren?
and we will move on to the
In
next
Something
speaker.
About Mary? Remember when
Finally,
Warren wore the
if you
helmet,
are
the
also
football
listening to
helmet?
the council meeting on your computer,
It'd be like that.
Channel
His head was
35,
just so big,
or
it was
another
falling from
device,
side to side 'cause it was
please
so
turn
heavy.
down the volume on those devices immediately when it is your turn to speak. Because of feedback and a time delay between
Thank
the
you again,
meeting
Glenn.
and
Thank
the
you again,
live
Kat.
broadcast, it will
Thank you
cause
again,
a
Anna.
lot of
Thank you again,
confusion
Calamity
if
Girl.
You continue to listen on your
Appreciate
other devices.
all you guys, Anna.
Also, for our call-in
come on, go
speakers,
back.
please keep an ear
Kat,
to the
Anna,
phone so when
Andrea,
you know, so you know
Ian.
when it is your turn to speak.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all,
you.
Glenn. Thank you. Have you seen my baseball? See? Where the fuck did everybody go? All right, hold on. We got Sean in there. We got Mr. Spindler's right here. We got Sean from Canoga Park. We got Mr. Fist and What happened to Mr. Herman? They throw him out? He get fucking kicked out for the day already?
Herman,
Probably.
Marina Gold, Donald Harland, Barry, and Candido. If
Oh
you could
my
please
God.
come to your left side to
What?
provide public comment.
Sweet. So we got Mr. Herman and Mr. Harlan. Fuck yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go, baby! Let's go, baby! Viewer discretion is advised. Look at him taking his time.
Please
Sweet
start
time.
the time.
Please start the time.
I'd
Like,
like to speak on all items and non-agenda public comment.
So you have 2 minutes for the items and 1
notice they
minute for
started him
general
before he got there because he was walking slow.
So, on item regarding homelessness, the capital city of LA has become a shelter crisis of homelessness. Thank you, Madame Mayor. You have done nothing along with Bloomfield and the Goya of Japan for homeless services. Right, Bob? Why, Bob? And what about you, Miss Hutt? That's a beautiful attire of blue, but I got the blue fever of homelessness. All I want to do is help people get off the street and do something for their lives and they don't have to be homeless. Right, Kevin? That's why I want Kevin DeLion on commissions appointed effective now for this motion. Because Hutt is discriminating and being a racist if Kevin can't speak on the residents of Boyle Heights, my bro. And then the last item of the agenda, Mr. City Attorney, you felon criminal, is all I want to do is help approve the mayor's decision in District 15 when we had an ex-cop, Joe Blow, yes. Joe Blow, the Italian Metallion Stallion, who didn't do anything for San Pedro, but allowed homelessness. So, for the record, 42 U.S.C. 1983, in the color of law, 18-242-245, politely, fuck you. Now, for my general public comment, the notorious NIB, Nigger in Black, wants you to know how concerned and compassionate I am for some of you. Big Blue, the Doyers, Fernando, and Wayne Spindler, and Mike Greenspan, and Cohen versus California. Fuck you! All Batman wants to do is save America from doomsday by the Chinese and the Russians and the goddamn people from Europe who hate America because you have a homeless crisis! You have a homeless crisis!
Oops, sorry about
What are you gonna do about it? Who's gonna save America but I, the gadfly of America, California Constitution advocate. Thank you, Mr. Baldy.
Next speaker.
Ah, shit, yeah. Shout out to Mr. Spindler. Mr. Herman. Oh, here she's gonna kill him right now. She's gonna tear him apart right now. You ready?
Good morning, Speaker.
Here she
You could
comes.
Please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
He's the Gladfly.
Marina Gold. All available items in public comment.
It's only 2 items.
The items that are open for public comment are 3 and 4, so you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Okay, so agenda number 3, you have the reinvestment funds to give to homeless healthcare of Los Angeles. Ran by Mark Casanova. For 36 years, he's been in this homeless sector. My issue with this if you're transferring funds to Homeless Health Care of Los Angeles, they are also the ones that issued needles in
Kat.
Skid Row. So the Center for Harm Reduction, that's at 512 East 4th Street, they're the ones that's behind handing users
right there.
needles as part of harm reduction. That's a horrible idea. But yet, Heather Hutt, who's not even here, wants to invest all this homeless funding into them. So it's like LASA 2.0. There are homeless outreach and engagement people here, as you've been handed, specifically that's been working on outreach and engagement without any transparency or support from the city or the county. So please reevaluate agenda number 3 as far as having funding going to Homeless Health Care of Los Angeles. Number 4 is very good. McCosker and Lee, relative to funding Council District 15, including recognition of American descendants of slaves on October 6th, which includes the illumination of City Hall. So we thank you for that, McCosker and Lee. Subject to approval, appropriately $1.2 billion of American Rescue Plan funding to go into this particular account, number 0715, salaries as needed, Council District 15, special recognition of African Americans, descendants
I don't
of
know,
slaves.
Valerie. I haven't seen Booger
October
Lady.
6, 2023.
General public comment.
Everybody
So
missed
we
the
thank
Booger
you
Lady.
so much for that. So you got
She must
some
have got a place.
documents concerning what we asked as far as funding is concerned. It has bank accounts, and it has work that has been done and letters of support. Now, Antonovich was the only one that actually recognized our clan, Desire Clan. We've been here for 387 years. And
You been
as
there?
an African-American woman who wants to actually help house the homeless, it is sad to see that there is absolutely no recognition for us or support. So while you guys continue to misappropriate ARPA funds, we ask you and your homeless deputies to write down their plan of action in your district. Simple. That's all we're asking in 30 days. We already know what's out here. We already know what needs to be done. I can care less if respected. Just the work and the millions of dollars need not to be wasted any longer. So please read what's been given to you.
What's up, Dustin? Shout out to you and the rest of the Okies. All the Sooner fans. Oh, here we
Good morning,
go.
Speaker, which items would you like to speak on?
Hi, I'd like to speak on agenda items number 2, number 4, number 3, and general comment.
So item number 2 is not open for public comment, but you can speak to it during general. The items that are open for public comment are 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Okay. I'd like to speak on agenda item number 3 first. This is a scheme by the LA City Council to reallocate money that you guys don't even have. I know you guys can't access the tax revenues that you would normally be able to access if what you were doing was legal, and that you guys are trying to figure out other ways to get funding, and reallocating money is just another way to do it. And agenda item number 3 looks like you're scheming with LAPD and developing real estate that I saw at the police commission, somebody showed up with a new apartment building that was on my property. And that
Can't have that.
you guys are working with LAPD to spend money that doesn't exist and reinvest money that you don't have to do something that you shouldn't be doing.
Hi, Kayla.
I don't think you realize what's really going on. There's a bunch of political campaign lawyers, for example. I'm just going to pick off baseball or professional sports.
So, Mr.
where-
Harlan, can you
Yes.
please stick to the items?
Is-
Item number
okay.
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm concerned also that
Caught him before he
I'm
was
not
going
against lighting the city hall or whatever. You know, big deal. $400. That's real. That's I like it. It's pretty. It's just that if they're being rewarded for a political favor or they're not okay, then maybe you guys could consider making them pay or not doing it. I'd like a general comment.
Okay, general public comment.
Yeah, I was really concerned about what's going on here in the city hall. It seems that the political campaign lawyers went to Washington, D.C. with their baseball player or their basketball player or their football player or whatever the hell they are, and all of a sudden the president shows up with $1 trillion of bonds in a foreign country. I think it's so illegal for you people in the city council to try and establish a development corporation and then declare new market tax credits for foreign developments. I mean, are you guys fucking crazy? A bunch of traitors or foreign spies? You know, Los Angeles isn't the only one with an illegal development corporation. They have those all around the world. And I see you guys making favors with foreign agents for real estate all the time. You guys don't understand. You're in way more trouble than you
Speaker, your time
That's
is
your
expired.
time. Before the next speaker, I want to recognize one of the leading members of our Los Angeles delegation to the United States Congress and alumni leadership of this body,
Shouldn't we have done this-
Congressmember Tony Cardenas.
Shouldn't we done this around Fernando?
Thank you.
Hey, shout out to Tony. Where's Tony? Is that Tony? Really dressed for the occasion, huh,
welcome,
Tone?
welcome, Congressman.
Or is this Tony?
Next speaker.
Mr. Cardenas, I challenge you to a fight. You and me, buddy. You're 62. I'm in my
Speaker,
70s, bro. We
which
can throw
items
it
would you
down.
like to speak on?
Right now. Between me and Tony
Speaker, which items would you like to speak on?
Shit. What's that, sir?
We can Items throw would you down like to right speak on? now.
I apologize. I get excited when I see Mr. Cardenas. I'm going to speak about item 3,
Square up, motherfucker.
4, and public comment.
So you have
from a
2
man
minutes
who
for the
kept his
items and 1
dignity,
minute for general
who
public
couldn't
comment.
be bought by crime and corruption.
Square
May I start, sir? Can I start?
Yes, your time has
All
started.
right, thank you. First of all, item 3 in regards to homeless services. Truth Bay,
on.
the young lady that's here all the time.
Mr. Spindler, I've heard you outburst multiple times during this meeting. This is a formal warning. Please do not disrupt this meeting.
That wasn't
All right,
him.
may
That
I
was Mr.
start
Herman.
over again? May I start over again?
We paused your time, so you
Thank
can resume.
you, sir. Again, I am all in favor of homeless services, and Miss Truth Bay has come up with great ideas, solutions, and
Dr.
yet
Truth
nobody's paying
Bay.
attention. So, Miss Bay, I hope that somewhere, somehow, this council finally gets to recognize you for what you're trying to do. Well, all right, but let's not surrender our neighborhoods to homeless. Okay, we can't do that.
We already did.
We have a right to protect our neighborhoods. And again, I'll bring up Reseda Boulevard and what's happened there. But we're going to take care of that, even if we have to do it on our own. We're going to take care of that because, you know what, I've never given up, and we're not going to surrender our neighborhood just because people want to commit crimes and people want to, the city council passed things that were supposed to help the homeless and are now hurting our community. Item 4, I'm all in favor of that issue, the heritage issue. And I want to thank Mr. McClusker because no matter what it is that we call his office responds. And sir, you are one of my council members because every time we call your office, your staff is so kind and generous, and they just are absolutely wonderful. And I appreciate the time that you folks take with us in the 12th district or the 6th. And thank you. That's what every council should be like. Now let's go to public comment. I want to thank the council for bringing Mr. Valenzuela here. You're absolutely correct. He changed the world for Latinos, Native Americans. He made us, we were finally recognized. People were saying, wow, there's somebody I could really admire. But I want to speak to the fans of his who go to the games. You know, don't dishonor Mr. Valenzuela by getting into fights, by
Valenzuela?
causing havoc
Valenzuela.
and basically just embarrassing the Latino community. This man has brought so much dignity to the Latino community, and yet some of his fans are doing things that they should be ashamed of. So I ask you, honor Mr. Valenzuela by being the example that he has been for the rest of us. And again,
This guy.
Mr. Carnes, anytime, any place, brother. Anytime, any place. Never sell my honor to anyone.
This guy, dude, Mr. 50 Guns. I bet you he ain't got rid of one of them 50 guns that he was talking about.
We're
Him
gonna
being
call the
part
next
of the
few
problem.
names: Arnold Sachs, Andrew
What?
Gardner, Mike
What?
Greenspan, and Barry.
What?
Please head to your left.
What? Arnold fucking Sachs is in the fucking room. Are you kidding me right now? I'm about to get a boner. You kidding me? I see him. I fucking see him. He's back there. Thank you. Thank you for letting it be okay. Thank you.
I'll be easy today. Barry, public comment only.
Public comment. Can you please pull the mic just a little bit up? You said public comment? You have
Public
1 minute.
He's back there. He's right here.
I was going to talk about
There he
something at the
is.
city council, but then I saw somebody from LAPD I want to describe. This lady right here had her union, Los Angeles Protective Leave, call me because she was doing something called being an IA rat. That's an internal affairs rat to several officers. She calls it, her attorney calls it whistleblowing. But she was hurting other officers, and she tried to mad dog me before I got in and so forth. To me, she's just a punk. She's a low-life punk.
This is not the business of the council. You need to get on a topic.
Yeah, I'm talking about the city, about how...
Which item are you on?
Public comment. So, I don't appreciate her union contacting me, a member of the public, to tell me what to do. They did nothing. She's a lowlife, she's an IA rat, and all she wants to do is hurt other officers. So I wish her ill and bad luck.
She's a rat. You fucking rat. I came here to address you, you rat. Under or over, quick. Under or over 12. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up, please.
Sir, you need to
What
take
is
your
Black
seat.
Lives Matter shirt?
You need to take your seat.
Uh-oh, we got to fight. What's going on? We got to fight.
Hold on, just 1 second.
Hold on. We
Yeah,
got
hold on.
something's going on. Uh-oh. 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 All right, everybody seems to say over today. All right, there's no unders. There's a couple unders. Everybody says over today. All right, a couple of you are unders. See if you win. Moxie's under. It's a few.
Good morning, Speaker. If you could please remind us
Bob's
of the name you
under.
signed up under
Alex
and the items you
Paid
would like to
buddy is
speak on.
causing issues here again. All right, 4 or 5 general comment. Or it's 3, 4 in general comment.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. And just for the record, can you please remind us of the name that you signed up under for our
You
clerk?
know my name, Andrew Gravener. All right, item 3 is related to homeless services in CD10.
Is he scratching
so
his balls?
curious what those are, because it doesn't really clearly specify it. Is it housing and services, or is it more sweeps, or what is it? Like that should be really clear before you approve this item. So let's make sure it's doing something good and not doing something bad, because the city does something bad more than it does something good. All right, item 4 is lighting up City Hall for Italian American Heritage Month. Yes, I'm not sure why this is necessary right now when there's so many other things the city could be doing. Why are we just lighting up City Hall again? That doesn't do anything. It's just virtue signaling. It's a good photo op for some of the, people who, for just some of the council members who take a photo op, take a picture of City Hall lit up and just say, oh yeah, we did something about this or whatever. I know the previous mayor, Garcetti, liked to do that a lot. Just take a photo of City Hall lit up and just toast it to social media, whatever the platforms are called on any given day, and just, say, "Oh yeah, we lit up City Hall." So we're obviously doing something. You're not doing anything meaningful, but you're lighting up City Hall. So in the unlikely event someone knows what that color means, you will go past City Hall and see, oh, hey, they at least lit up City Hall. But you're not actually doing anything, you know. Somehow. All right, let's go on to general public comment. Once again, Curran, did you recuse yourself from everything you were supposed to recuse yourself from today? It doesn't even appear like most of you are actually here right now. You know, I don't know if any of you are paying attention. But, you know, Kevin De Leon needs to resign. Paul Grigori needs to resign from the council presidency. You know, it just seems like, you know, okay, so we're just setting the precedent that I guess all of you are just, you know, above any kind of resignations, you know. And, you know, you're just setting an example, but we all know why you're not pushing KDL to resign, because most of you are just like him. It's so plain and obvious. Just look at the amount of people who are willing to surround him, befriend him, help him. But, so you're all just like him, and probably most of you need to resign.
Not bad. 23 ums in 3 minutes? Not bad. He wears that same dirty shirt every day. Bet you it smells. Oh, is this Sean? Or?
Good morning, Speaker. Which items would you like to speak on?
Items 3.
Oh, I thought that was
4,
Sean.
and general public
That's
comment.
the dick guy, the
Okay,
guy with
you
the
have
dick
2
on
minutes
his
for your
back.
items and 1 minute for general public
Dick
comment.
sweater.
Okay.
He's got a penis
Mike
on his back.
Greenspan. Hey, great presentation on the Koreans. They do a great job of cooking dog. Now, let's go to District 10 in our LAPD with leftover money from fiscal year 2021. You mean they didn't spend it then? Yes, they do a great job. After all, you know what they're doing in these districts. They're building luxury apartments. So how's there going to be money for people to live if they're building luxury apartments all over town? Nobody's going from being homeless to a luxury apartment. Now, the other thing, those racist white Republican pigs, they're donating less than $250,000, but when it came to RIC, KKK, Caruso, they had $5 million for their independent expenditure committee. They
Caruso's a
So why don't
Democrat.
they kick in $1 million or
Speaker,
two for
which
this?
item are you speaking on? The only
Yeah,
items
Caruso's
that
a
are open
Democrat.
are
Yes,
3
I'm-
and 4.
Yeah, I'm
Why would
just
the
saying, why don't
Republicans
they
be
have
giving
$1
him
million or
money?
two to kick in instead of their lousy $226,000. Now, let's talk about Italian American Heritage Month, because Council District 15 had an Italian American, and he probably would have been reelected, except he got stupid and ran for mayor. I don't know why. I mean, he quit. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. I mean, I don't know if he's a Genovese, a Costello, or a Galani, and I don't care. But I do know that he could have been on the council if he had used his brain and run for re-election. Just letting you folks know, this dumb Southerner is just pointing out you'd have an
Speaker, I'm
Italian
gonna
Right,
ask
the
you
American.
one
Klan
last
was
time.
started by the
If he had
Democrats.
I'm
but
gonna
he's-
move you to
he
general
won't tell you
public.
that either.
Well,
That's
no,
right.
that's and anyway. Let them have your good time with your festival and everything else. It's only $400. We waste more than that out here in a few minutes. Now, general public comment.
Oh, he knows. Google. He
Karen
knows.
Bass, airport mayor, question mark. Let me say from the start, she is no Maynard Jackson Jr., who built the Atlanta airport. If they name a price gouge concession area after Mayor Bass, she should take it and run. The airport continues to build through mayoral administrations. However, it is in the middle of NIMBYville, not in my backyard. That will be the response of the community in Tracy Park Places District 11. They will reject the faster flights of the future circa 2035 in the form of the supersonic transports, the SST. That's fine. The flights will land in Phoenix, Dallas, and Atlanta. LAX will go down in stature. It will become the slow jet airport. Yes, folks, we're going to go down on our airport status because we won't bring in those faster flights. Hope you enjoy it.
Look at the dick on his back when he turns around. Now I got to tell you something.
Arnold
He-
Sachs.
he should
Gino,
know better.
Esmeralda.
He should know better.
Brizeno,
He's got-
Jason
Arnold
Reedy,
Sachs.
and Fernando Espinoza.
Hold on, really quick. He should know better. Okay, he's calling the Republicans. Look, he's got a dick on his back. He's calling the Republicans racist pig pieces of shit, but yet the Democrats were the ones that started the KKK. Why did they start the KKK? To suppress Republican voting. Know your history.
To the left.
Good morning, Speaker. Which items
I'd
would you
love
like
to
to
see
speak
him
on?
here again.
Public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Item 3 and item 4.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
Okay, item number 3 refers to the ability to consolidate 3 Council District 10 homeless allocations into one account for homeless services. So my question is for the City Council, when did it become homelessness? At what point did the government in LA, Los Angeles, L.A. take action on homelessness? What is the difference between homelessness and homeless? Can somebody define homeless versus homelessness? Is this happinessness? Is it uglinessness? What is the extra NESS all about? I knew a guy on TV called Elliot Ness, but he had nothing to do with any of this Ness. So can you explain why you're involved in homelessness instead of just homeless? I know the county had agencies dedicated to fighting the homeless problem. They've been looking at plans for over 25 years. They had a great ambitious plan back in 2010 when they signed up 15,000 people on Skid Row. What the hell happened to all those people that were signed up on the Affordable Care Act, which was created by the Obama administration? What the hell happened to all that fucking money that was allocated to the city of Los Angeles? Where the fuck did it go to? What about L.A. Care? What happened to that company? What happened to the Medi-Cal? What's going on with the state? Number 14 refers to the Heritage Month for the Italian Americans. Congratulations. They should be awarded. They should be recognized. There's a lot of different communities in this county.
General public comment.
General public comment is this new normal that we're addressing. We should be more concerned about equality. There is more trash. There are more homeless people. There's more graffiti. There's more everything going down. The ability of the city to actually do stuff with the county, you're going in different directions. This investment in bubble cameras, who the hell invested in all these cameras? Are they really necessary? The efficacy of what you're doing, in one word, sucks. You're up to $15 billion in your budget. The county is spending $44 billion in their budget. Are you going to reopen the meetings at Metropolitan Headquarters to the public? Why don't you go open meetings up instead of keeping everything online?
Speaker.
God, I missed him. I fucking love that guy. I fucking love him, dude. I wish I could get him on Smoke and Scan to talk for an hour. I wouldn't even interrupt him.
Please keep your voice
I
down.
do an hour
Good
of
morning,
doing
Speaker.
bong
Could you
loads and
please
let him go.
remind us
Just
of
let
the
him rip.
name that you signed up under and the items that you
Just
would
let
like
him
to
rip.
speak on.
Esmeralda Briceño, general comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
So much Latino power in this council today. I'm a first-generation Mexican-American who is getting displaced in South Central. I've seen this happen before in Echo Park, and now it's moving to South Central. It starts with the Swami, and then the entire city of South LA will be gentrified. I was here on Wednesday when Current Price stated that he is helping us at the Fiesta Mini Mall in South Central. However, he is a puppet for the affluent developers, Elios. Instead of defending South Central community who voted him in, he stated that demolition of the Fiesta Mini Mall would bring affordable housing, which is always a scam when built by for-profit developers, which in this case it is. In addition, he has tried to get us to get a loan, which is not a solution, as there is research about how low-income individuals face debt within these loans. For example, I saw it firsthand with a coworker who got a government loan but later couldn't afford the debt and the rent, and she was soon evicted from the swap meet. This is no help, so Current Price is a man of no word. We are here today for the injustices that there are in this country because of affluent people help each other out and they trample on the lower income people. I need help of Karen Bash. She helped teachers and politicians. Will she continue this bravery and help the working class?
She doesn't help anyway.
Or will she let us fend for ourselves? This is a chance for you, Karen Bash,
Speaker,
to
your time has
demonstrate
expired.
that the community of South Lane matters and that the working class does too. And we the working class,
Next speaker.
are not considered Angelinos. If we don't receive the help from Karen Bash, soon me and my coworkers will.
They just cut the mic on her. They don't care. And she's talking about Curran Price, the guy who recused himself, the one who was just federally indicted about 3 weeks ago. The one that looks like
Good morning,
Grady.
Speaker. If you could please
That's who
remind
she's
us of
pissed
the
at.
name that you signed up under and the items
So
you would
apparently
like
he's
to
not
speak
doing
on.
his job on top of
Sí,
being
mi nombre
federally
es Fernando
indicted.
Espinosa. Yo soy uno de los 60 vendedores de Fiesta Minimall.
It's Fernando Espinosa. I'm one of the 60 vendors at the Fiesta Mini Mall.
Tengo más de 12 años vendiendo en ese lugar. No es posible que nos quieran desalojar.
I've
doesn't
been at
even
this
look like
place
a cat.
12 years selling. It's impossible that now they want to evict us.
Exigimos hablar con la alcaldesa Karen Bass, ya que ella ha firmado un presupuesto para la policía y para los vendedores cuando.
So we ask for Karen Bass' support. She gives all the budget money to the police and signs agreements with them, but when will she help the small business owners?
Va a tener tiempo. Estamos dispuestos a hacer una huelga de hambre en este lugar si es posible.
We're even willing to go on a hunger strike.
Not if
this
you're doing
place
the
will
right
help
thing,
if it's
BJ.
possible.
Ya que Current Price no está ignorando.
Current Price has been ignoring us.
Thank you.
Like,
Next speaker.
I know that's Mr.
We're
Herman
going to call
getting
a few
loud.
more names. Candida Ma, Johnny G, Louis Pepe, and Jose Garcia.
Yes, get a Johnny G in this joint too. It's a good day. It's a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Harlan, Herman, you've both been warned. Please don't shout out again.
Of course, it's the troublemakers, Harlan and Herman.
Good morning, Speaker. If you could please
Fucking
remind
love
us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
My name is Louis Pepe, and I'm just doing a general public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
I come back here to give my public comment, especially in a time where the city needs drastic reform.
You
I believe
lift,
the
bro?
city as we go through this process of governance reform, we need to follow the lead of cities like Portland, Oregon, who have who are leading the way in
idiot
with proportional
in
ranked
what?
choice voting to actually create a city council and a government that actually fully represents both
Portland?
the political and racial diversity in our city and actually allows people to vote for this kind of city council that properly represents them. I just want to also end my public comment by saying, as a baseball fan, it was a great presentation for Mr. Fernando Valenzuela, and I say that as a Giants fan who lives here in LA.
Oh my God, get the fuck out of here, bro. You're a Giants fan talking to me about how great Portland is? Yeah, you're a fucking moron, bro. Go stack some weights up. Go get the baby powder ready in the,
If you
in the
could
towel.
please remind us
and
of
go
the
lift,
name
bro.
that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Just go lift.
General public comment.
Okay, you have
Dude,
1
Johnny
minute.
G, look at him. Dressed to the nines.
Good morning, council members. My name is John Camara, and as a longtime member of the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council and several other community members and I appreciate the newly elected Honorable Imelda Padilla. She has taken steps in a time of most need. I continue to congratulate her because the tide has taken a turn in District 6. The new staff wants to offer 2 cans of graffiti removal. It's a new era for Los Angeles and Van Nuys. I'm glad that we are starting to turn things around. Let's do more good works for the City of Angels. Thank you.
When your city council can't even read his own writing off a piece of paper, you have problems. You should worry. I don't care how nicely dressed they are when they can't read. Okay?
Good morning,
Can't tell me
Speaker.
something
If
from
you
the
could
heart
please
in 1
remind us
minute
of the
that
name
you have to
signed
put on a
up
piece of
under and
paper.
the items you would like to speak on.
I got worries.
Mi nombre es José García.
Hello, my name is
Soy
Jose
miembro-
Garcia.
Soy miembro del SWAT Mini Mall.
I'm also a salesperson in the Swap Meet Mini Mall.
Ahorita
soy una persona adulta, ya no puedo trabajar.
Now.
See, I'm of
Pedí un
advanced
préstamo
age, an adult
para
that cannot
No
get
point,
a
Randy.
job.
None.
para no ser una carga para la ciudad.
What we need is loans to open a new site, a new business locale. So we
Giant
won't have
boxing
to
gloves.
load on
He's
the-
wearing giant boxing
Quieren
gloves.
cerrar el SWAMI.
How did he get those in there?
Que nos iba a ayudar y no ha hecho nada, no ha movido ni un dedo.
And now they want to close down our SWAT meeting and
Queremos
evict
hablar
us.
con la alcaldesa porque
And
a ella también le urgen,
Mr. Price hasn't done anything. He hasn't lifted a
urgen los
finger.
edificios que quiere construir, pero no nos da la cara.
And the mayor, she's interested in
Queremos
constructing
hablar
new
con
buildings, but she doesn't want to support us. We'd like to have a word with her.
Unos días más y voy a irme a vivir abajo del freeway
In a few more days, I'll be living under the freeway overpass.
porque no voy a tener mi trabajo.
I won't even have a job.
Gracias.
Thanks.
No, I agree, Lit Dad. And Omniron, yeah, no, I agree. It might have even been written for him, which I don't think so. He stumbled over the word
Can
I'm.
Maria Francisca Perales,
I'm.
Michelle Hope Walker, Mariela Brazeno, and Obina Date please
I'm.
come to the left?
2 letters, 1 syllable. There is an apostrophe in there. That could have thrown him off. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it in my head. I could just play you the lasso with the Dodge commercials.
Good
the
morning,
Hornet
Speaker. If you could
commercials.
please remind
Here
us
we
of
go.
the name that you
I'm
signed
gonna hold
up
up the
under and
fist
the
for
items
him.
you would like to speak on.
Can you just let me know what items are available for comment real quick, though?
This
So
is fist
the
holder.
items that are open for public comment are 3 and 4.
1 and 2 are not?
Correct, they are not.
That's
but you can speak
Stacy's
to them
man,
during
by the
general
way.
Public comment.
The
All right,
singer's
all
man.
available items and general public comment, please.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
All right, there's a lot of people here that come here often, but I come here periodically on Fridays.
No,
a lot of these people I have not seen before, and oh, y'all paying attention now? And so they actually have clearly very busy lives. They have businesses and homes, probably not for much longer, because you'd rather sit on your phones, look at your screens, and not pay attention.
What agenda item are you speaking on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was. Aren't you guys lighting up City? Okay, yeah. You're lighting up City Hall for Italians, right? All right, sorry. So I thought there was Italians in the audience. My bad. So there's probably some Italians here that could use that money for housing and not have it light up City Hall. It's kind of a joke to be lighting up City Hall. $400 every time. I don't know how much it costs to turn those lights on. Maybe that's for the electricity. But when you do that 10 times, that's $4,000. If you do it 20 times, that's $8,000. I'm pretty sure we've done this dozens of times now, so we haven't spent $400 lighting up City Hall for bullshit. We've done it over and over again, and we spent thousands and thousands of dollars. And Harris Dawson can look as tired as he wants. He can't really avoid his disappointment in himself, I guess. He should be making better decisions instead of allowing these agenda items to come forward.
It's true, Golf. They
I
work.
think the other item is sorry, give me one.
They likes to work.
second. Something about moving money from different accounts related to homelessness and housing services or whatever. But there's some interesting language. I have a legal friend, not that he's legal, but that he does legal work. And he's always telling me how language needs to not be vague. It needs to be specific. And that motion says they can just change the reason, the amendment, however they want, any corrections by any means, orally, electronically, however. So that means the city clerk or whoever's who gets this authority to handle these accounts can just say into the ether, "Hey, I'm going to use it for a pack of cigarettes and a train ride to Vegas if I want," because it just says they can do whatever they want with it. So you need to make language more specific. Otherwise, we're welcome to interpret this however we want. For those last 3 seconds, Harris Dawson, how dare you? Public comment, please. Can you restart my time for a minute, I think? All right, cool. So President Pro Tem or Vice President, I don't know how these assignments work, but I stopped watching the Plum Committee after Harris Dawson gave away our public land to the Marriott Hotel during a supposed housing emergency. So I guess the housing emergency is so serious. We have to give away public land that we already have, that we don't have to acquire because we fucking have it already, to a corporation to build a luxury hotel to get ready for the Olympics. That's bullshit. Now, there's a lot of people here. By the way, I go by Jersey Boy out there in the streets and shit in case you heard about me and stuff. They came here. The people have decided. We already know that y'all hate poor people. That's why you're all on your fucking phones right now. You think we can't see? Yeah, wake up. You think we can't see this shit? The people are taking back this city. And one day, probably a lot sooner than you expect, we're going to take these halls over, okay? That's not a threat. That's a warning and a promise that eventually we're going to take back the city. The people have decided. La Raza has decided. El Pueblo has decided. The Angelinos have decided. You took a Chavez Ravine and made
Speaker,
Dr.
your time has expired. Next speaker.
It's true. Yeah, they're kind of. It's funny how he was about to touch on Chavez Ravine, how they
Good
kicked
morning,
out
Speaker.
so many
If you could
families
please
out of
remind
there
us
to
of
build
the name
Dodger
that you signed
Stadium.
up under and the
Latino
items you would
families.
like to speak on.
They just grabbed them out of their homes, grabbed their shit, get the fuck out of here. This is
Michelle
Dodger
Hope Walker,
Stadium now.
Justice for Black Women, public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Okay, black women are being killed by security and police officers.
Top
here
flight?
in Los Angeles, for example, the lady with the pipe. All those police officers there, I really feel like that they could have done something to take the pipe away from her instead of shoot her. And the difference versus white people, that is the kindest arrest I see when white people, if they are arrested, get arrested. White people, I love you, but we have to use you as an example because black people should be treated fairly just like white people. Black women are dying, and it's not right. When police and security go to an incident with black women, they shoot first. They say that they did some non-lethal, but I didn't really see too much non-lethal, but I see a lot of lethal, and it's not right. Mental health people should have been called. If someone's hitting people with a pipe, I looked at the lady on TV, something was wrong. Mental health should have been called.
Oh, yeah,
Please
she's a
stop
true blonde.
killing black women. Send the mental health people out when they're doing something that is not right, just like you do white people, if you arrest white people. Thank you.
If you arrest white people. Another ignorant fool here. So let me explain something to anybody, including her, that there's more white people arrested and more white people killed every fucking year by police than there are black people or Latino people or Asian people or anybody else that you can bring me. It's a statistical fucking fact. Okay? More are incarcerated. We'll take a look. And if there's a higher rate of other people getting incarcerated, then tell them to stop fucking committing crimes. Okay? Okay? That's it. Stop committing crimes.
Good morning, Speaker. If you could
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Would like to speak on?
My name is Mariela Briceño, and I will be speaking in regards to general public comments. Can I start?
Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
I am here today as a member of the 50 families that constitute the Vendors Union at Fiesta Mini Mall South Central. We have been serving the community by providing accessible merchandise as well as fruits and vegetables. South Central is a food
What is he
desert
doing?
location without many green spaces.
What's he
We
doing?
do not need for-profit development like Elios that causes racial stratification. In addition, I demand for Karen Bass to amend her wrongs because without her signature, the projects wouldn't have reached this point where the developers paid $1.2 billion for our parking structure at Fiesta Mini Mall without a notification to each of us. That is abuse of power, and the U.S. has become a plutocracy. Entrepreneurship should be supported in impoverished communities, not wiped out, causing families to the edge of homelessness. We demand fairness and a legal way to earn a living. I demand respect and for the project signed by the corrupt Currency Price to be annulled. In addition, I would like to address a concern to Karen Bass.
Oh, Karen,
that'll
don't
be for
give two
next time.
shits. No, Rick, they haven't started the calls yet. I mean, look, we're already 37 minutes later than we were yesterday. Or on Wednesday, rather.
Good morning, Speaker. If you could please remind us of the name that you
still haven't done any calls yet? No Mr. Spindler yet?
Buenos días, mi nombre es María Francisca Perales y yo vengo a representar
No, he's legal, Joe.
los vendedores del Swami Minimall.
He's a Marine. He was a
My
Marine.
name is Maria Francisca Perales. I've come to represent all the salespeople in the Fiesta Mini Mall.
Y vengo a pedirle al concejal que nos ayude porque ahora que llegamos ya tenemos el parking cerrado y no
Why we watch
esperamos
it,
más
DA?
del SWAT, tal vez no lo pueden cerrar así de pronto como cerraron
This is calm.
el parqueadero.
You
Ya
haven't
no
even seen
podemos
it
meter
hot.
los carros
Well,
ahí.
we've come to ask for help from City Council because they've closed down our parking lot. I guess they've sold
why the
it. Now we
LAPD is
can't
all
even
over
get
the
into
room.
swap meet. We can't bring our cars inside.
Y no nos avisaron, ningún aviso nos dieron a nadie. Nosotros tenemos también temor de que nos vayan a cerrar el SWATMI igual como hicieron.
And they didn't even notify us. They didn't tell anyone that they were going to close down the parking lot. Now we're scared that they're going to close down the swap meet just like they closed the parking lot.
con el parqueadero y nos dejen las cosas adentro y a nosotros nos ha costado dinero.
That they're going to leave all our things inside and it's going to cost us so much money.
Y le venimos a pedir al concejal que nos ayude porque estamos en peligro de perder todas nuestras cosas adentro.
So we've come to ask for help from City Hall because we're about to lose all our things that are going to be locked up inside.
Y que nos ayuden todos los concejales que nos están oyendo, por favor, porque nosotros necesitamos la ayuda de ellos y de todos, porque nos vamos a quedar en la calle y tenemos niños y tenemos papás que mantener.
We need your help, City Council. We're being evicted. We're going to be on your streets. We have children and parents to support.
Y también nos han dejado sin seguridad, nos han dejado sin limpieza,
Right,
nos
Ryan?
han dejado sin chapa de los baños.
We've been left with no safety, no cleanliness. We don't even have
Pedimos que
locks
nos
in the
ayuden,
bathrooms.
Speaker, your time has
que nos
expired.
Sí,
ayuden a...
señora. Se le venció su tiempo.
Es todo.
We need
He's
help.
curled up
That's
like
all.
a shrimp.
Thank you.
Stinks is curled up like a shrimp right now. So I said,
We're going to call the last names. It'll be Obina Date,
Better say
Paula,
Spindler.
Renee Ramirez, Richie Pugliotti,
Spindler.
Stacy Segarra Bollinger, and Stephen Chung.
What? What the fuck? Dude, we heard Spindler's name get called and he didn't come up. Am I crazy? He fucking, yeah, look at him. Look at him. He's like, what the fuck?
Good morning, Speaker. Which items would you like to speak on?
3.
So you have 1 minute.
4.
He didn't call. He
And
didn't
public
come up
comment.
today.
So you have 2 minutes for the items.
He's
and 1
good.
minute
I
for
like
general
him.
public comment.
Yep.
Please begin with
All
the
right.
items.
Yep. So it's wild to see that money reallocated from the LAPD more than 2 years ago is still sitting unspent. You would think that this council would sense the urgency, with 5 people dying a day on the streets. We know that CD10 ranks 4th in evictions filed. To note, Kevin De Leon, who's hiding in the back, his district is at the very top of that list. In fact, if you combined evictions filed in districts 7, 8, 9, 12, and 15, you still wouldn't beat out CD14. And we know that more than 2/3 of the $150 million that made its way, of that $150 million that you guys divested, made its way back into the war chest of the LAPD. Curran, you sure you can vote on this item? Nothing to report? Real quick, everyone who has been charged with a felony, can you raise your hand? Let me run the numbers real quick. 5 counts of grand theft by embezzlement, 3 counts of perjury, and 2 counts of conflict of interest, and 1 vote per item for current price. This item will consolidate $226,000 into one account. That's 1.5 times over the asking price for Curran. Been hearing about that nickname. Curran has a price for quite some time, and I'm glad that we finally know what your price is. Item 4, Tim McCosker. I'm wondering, when it comes to the celebration of Italian American Heritage Month, will your buddy Najee Ali be getting an invite? Where's the motion to move him off the crisis response team for the mayor? Will Curran Price get an invite? Will you be donating to the legal defense of Price,
Speaker,
whose
can
endorsement you
hold on
boasted
for just 1 second
during your run?
This time.
Excuse
Mr.
me?
Harlan, this is your first warning. Please do not disrupt the speakers while they're speaking. Thank you. You can continue.
And finally, speaking of Italian Americans, let's talk about Mark Lamel, staff of the Racista Imelda. Lamel violated the state assembly's sexual harassment policy. Lamel grabbed another staffer's buttocks and inappropriately touched her body.
Oops.
It was also supported by another female staffer's claim that he sent unprofessional text messages.
Oops.
So great that we got not 1 former Nuri staffer, but 2 in Lomeli. Just because he's a father that has 2 daughters does not mean that he's some fucking saint and that he wouldn't do things against women, Imelda. Finally, Kevin De Leon. First, did you write that statement or did Pete Brown? You said that the city attorney prioritized quote-unquote politics over public safety when it comes to this case. The city attorney, this city council, and the LAPD would have given everything they had to charge me and lock me up, but that didn't happen. And you know why? Because they reviewed the entire video, and the facts don't support your fictional narrative. The facts dispel your lies. This man's story has changed more times than I changed my fucking baby's diaper. And it's also full of shit. His stories continue to be full of shit. You still run around fighting the fact that you're a racist. You are delusional, but that seems to be a requisite at times for public office. Of course, the city doesn't want to find you at fault for numerous reasons. This system is here to protect people like you, not people like me, but the people have my back. The people support me. The people who ride for me. I don't have to buy their support. I don't have to use my position and power to levy support. And again, the only person in this room with a clear pattern of
Next speaker.
I told you, he's good, man. He's spicy. He came late too. I had
Speaker,
never
your
seen
time
him
has
up until
expired.
maybe about a month ago. He's been
That's your
coming
time.
now. He's tired of the shit.
Speaker, your time
I'm
has
interrupting
expired.
you
This is
now.
your
That's
first warning.
He's talking
This is-
shit to him. Oh, he's getting big mad. Look at his
Please
face.
leave the chamber.
Look at his face. Look at his
We
face.
cannot continue
For the
the
record,
meeting
the
because
speaker-
the
He looks
speaker
stoned. Well, it looks like he's
continues
just
to
smoked a
disrupt
joint.
in a way that doesn't allow us to do the meeting. You're expelled from this meeting.
Oh, they expelled him from the meeting.
Hold on, sir, until he allows you the silence that you
He got
deserve.
kicked
while
out
you
with the
speak.
baby.
All right.
Hello.
Daddy, what's happening?
Yeah, my name is Rene Ramirez. I'm vendor from the Fiesta Minima. We are hardworking, tax-paying families that have been earning our honest living at the Fiesta Minima for decades. We, the vendors and their families at the Fiesta Minima, which has been an important economic pillar for South Central community, are facing an unjust eviction, which will lead to our sudden loss of income and threatens to make dozens of families homeless. We and our families are victims of powerful developers who have moved into our neighborhoods with nothing but profit in mind, with no regard to the livelihood and well-being of working families, which struggle to survive economically in our increasingly gentrified neighborhoods. Like most decent, hardworking families in Los Angeles, we too voted for you, believing words that represent all Angelinos, not just the powerful, and you would address the problem of homelessness in our city. And here we are, the vendors of Fiesta Minima, who have worked hard to make an honest living, and yet we are on the verge of economic collapse due to the callousness and greed of developers who hypocritically claim to have the interests of poor people in mind. We are disappointed that you and our mayor have not heard our call for help. We are asking
Speaker,
for
your time
anything
has
unjust.
expired.
Thank you so much.
No, Robert, I can't find
Next
his name
speaker.
on the list. I don't know why. Because I think it's under another name. It's not under Lobster, and I can't find Lobster on the list.
Good
So,
morning, Speaker. Which items
That's why I
would you like
asked
to
him
speak on?
if he could message me if it's under a different
all
name.
items, I guess 3 and 4, and general public comment.
Okay, you have 2 minutes
Well, I'll
for the
let him
items
back.
and
I
1
just
minute
can't
for
find
general
Lobster
public
on the
comment.
list for
Please
some
begin
reason.
with the items.
Okay.
Here we go.
So item 3 is moving money.
No
from one
cleavage
account to
today?
another. The language here is really confusing, though. First of all, we're not moving 135 grand from account 412 to put it into account 412 with the same title and everything. CD10 encampment to home, fiscal year 2022 to 23. So why do we need to move it from the account to be in the same account? That's weird. And then just the basically giving whomever, any other agency, organization, or entity as appropriate in the above amount for the above purpose, subject to the city attorney if needed, and then they can basically make any changes or corrections or anything they want, however they want, without approval, it seems like. Changes may be made orally, electronically, or by any other means. The phrase any other means really shouldn't be in any of these motions. Item 4, grazie alla mamma di Italians. We're lighting up to City Hall for the Italy. I don't know why we need to spend $400 on lights every time. Where does all that money go? We should have the lights already. Why we need the $400 for the Italians? Why do the Italians get the $400 to light up the City Hall? Grazie alla mamma. It makes no sense.
She makes fun
You
of
know, I would
people
like
that
to
are
see
racist.
how
Isn't
much
that kind of
money the council
racist?
spends in a year. $400 at a time for the lights. This time it's for the Italians. Sometimes it's for the autism. Sometimes it's for police brutality. But today it's for the Italians. The Italians celebrating in October.
I want her to sing, man.
$400 for the Italians.
Yeah, it's
There's a lot
stereotyping.
of different things we could do to help
Maybe it's
people,
not racist,
including
stereotyping.
the Italians, the Italian homeless, the
not a hate
Italian
crime.
poor. The Italian need to pay the money to buy the pizza with the meatball.
But she's always making fun of racists, saying how racist
gonna
these
move on to
people
general
are,
public
and this people, the cops are racist, and apparently you're pretty racist too,
You
girl.
say you want participation wherever you go, but you don't want to change the world. It's all just a manipulation, well, you know.
Get on beat, girl.
But we want to change the world. But when you talk about expansion, Paul, don't you know that it's just too small? It's going to be too small. It's gonna be too small. You say you got a real solution. Well, you know, we'd all love to see that plan. You don't ask us for a contribution, but you know we all have one in hand. But when you use the process to lock the people out, you create policy that people doubt. You know it's gonna be too small. It's a travesty. Where the fuck is Paul? Hey, Paul, you know it's gonna be too small, too small. I appreciate if y'all would pay attention. I know you're sick of me singing, but the least you can do is listen.
I love her little boy haircut too.
speaker.
Yeah, I'm sure John Lennon wrote that tune, right? I'm pretty sure. It was right? It was a Beatles tune.
Good morning, speaker. If you could
think
please
John loved
remind
that
us of
one.
the name that you signed up under and the items
Paul
you
wrote
would
it?
like to speak on.
Hi there, my name is Paula.
McCartney.
I'm here to speak for a 1-minute general comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Thank you.
Or Paul Krikorian,
I feel
obviously.
ghosted by District 5. I have emailed, I have filed a complaint with the BCA and the contract compliance about those living wage
Same too,
LAX
Randy.
workers. The living wage is broken. It is before the ACA. When I see in the LA Times that we're making $24.73, we are not. They are charging us $6 an hour for insurance, and it cannot be audited. $6 an hour is almost $12,000 just to have insurance. It's not right and it's not fair. And it doesn't, and you have no jurisdiction. I have now been denied my claim. I've asked this law to be looked at and rechanged, and it hasn't been. These workers are here and
He's
trying
pissed.
to
They
help
won't
the
let him
public.
talk.
You see us.
He signed up. You heard his name
athletes
called.
being screamed at by the public, placing so many different laws, and airlines having little $18 an hour, but if you work for LAWA, it's $24.73, but insurance can be up to $6 an hour. Please somebody look at this. Please somebody at District 5 get back to me. Thank you.
I mean, it's not fair. All of us heard his fucking name called. He should be talking. And he's fucking pissed, and he should be pissed. And she has a nice ass
Mr.
in that
Herman,
dress.
Please
I got a booty.
sit down and be quiet.
Good morning, speaker. If you could please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Michael Joseph Pitkin, number 3, and general public
Who
comment.
says their middle
Okay,
name?
you have 1 minute for
Michael
the items
Joseph
and
Pittman?
1 minute for general public comment. Please
says
begin
their
with the
middle
item.
name?
An important issue for me, not only for me, but
does
for
that?
over 60,000 citizens of the city of Los Angeles. I am a new citizen of Santa Monica, California. I am a homosexual, HIV positive, Democrat, multiracial European, unhoused, unemployed, theistic Satanist, 58-year-old male. Today, I ask this body to implement current law of the land by U.S.
Manny.
Supreme Court
Have
case on
eyes.
homelessness,
Barely
Martin
work.
versus Boise. Santa Monica does not have enough shelter beds and affordable housing. This is your notice. Being transported to Skid Row over 15 miles away is failing law enforcement reasonableness test. I was arrested last week by LAPD for being homeless on the bluffs. I am now in protest mode and exercising my rights and freedoms. General public comment.
Did he
To
really
this
say that?
body, this is your notice. I protest. I am sleeping at night in front of Santa Monica City Hall and Police Department. I am protesting their lack of available shelter beds and affordable housing. Not every unhoused is an insane criminal, drug addict, or convict, as law enforcement labels us. To be treated like a criminal is unacceptable. Number 1, today, I ask LA City, LA County, and the City of Santa Monica to each create diversity training, also an LGBTQ homeless law enforcement liaison. Number 2, I ask that removable gates be installed, locked at open gaps along the bluff of the beach so no one else is arrested. Also, the street gossip is my Toshiba WiMAX laptop, taken by Don Lemon of CNN, ended up in the hands of President Joe Biden's son's hands. I have no confirmation of this. I will defend myself.
We're going to call the last 3 names in our queue. Obina Date, Richie Pugliotti, and Stephen Chung. Please make your way
Bullshit.
to the left.
Where the fuck is Mr. Spindler? The fuck? I'd stand there and not let anybody talk. You're pulling me out
And Mr.
handcuffed.
Spindler, I think you might have misspelled your name, so we'll call on you as well.
Motherfuckers. Misspelled the name my ass, motherfucker. He knows how to spell his name. Fuck out of
Stop
here.
disrupting the meeting, please.
Motherfucker been here 15 years. There we
Good
go.
morning, Speaker.
All right.
Which items would you
There
like
we
to speak
go.
on?
The ones that are available.
So the items that are open are 3 and 4. So you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
General.
Please
All
begin with the
right.
items.
There we go. Number 4, Italian American Heritage Month. I want to dedicate this to that filthy pig that used to sit on our city council, that dirty, filthy Joe Buscaino. Let's give him a hand. One of the worst fucking human beings to ever crawl out of the asshole of somebody from Sicily. That piece of fucking shit, cocksucker, pro-fucking police cocksucker, takes and opens up a jail in CD15 and then closes it and then understaffs it. Then he runs for mayor. And what does he get? He finished behind me for mayor. I got more votes than him.
So,
and I
Speaker, I'm
didn't
going to ask you
even
to bring this
run.
back to item number 4,
I'm
please.
talking about these filthy Armenian type Italians that you're going to light up City Hall. And Pat McOsker, I didn't know you were Italian, Pat. I didn't know. So I say, fuck that item. No good. Then we get to number 3, more pigs. My name is Heather Hutt. And Heather Hutt does not show up today to sponsor number 3 in person. Why? Because in my opinion, Heather Hutt hates Mexicans. She hates Latinos. And that's why she wasn't here to honor today one of the greatest people ever born in Mexico to come to this country. Where the fuck was she? She keeps talking about, I'm
Again,
for
Speaker,
the Latinos.
this is your last warning.
I'm for
Please
this
bring
and
this
that.
back to the item, or I'm going
So
to move you to
I'm
general
doing it.
public comment.
But what she's doing is she's asking for police overtime. Why? Have you seen her district? It's overrun with homeless criminals, garbage shit, and pimps and thieves and drug addicts. Fuck that.
General public comment.
Now for my general comment. You saw it here, officers. We have witnesses everywhere. This chairman would not call my speaker card not once but twice because of the content of the card. He refused to let me exercise my protected speech rights because he decided he had the right not to speak my card or call it as an AKA. And the reason why is he's been doing it for 3 straight years. He's been doing this to me maliciously, intentionally, and deliberately because of the content of my speech and the color of my white fucking skin. That's why. He hates people that have lighter skin than him. And that's why when I'm on the phone, he says, Mr. Spindler's having technical difficulties. Next speaker, he did that 3 fucking years. So now you know that this guy here is unfit to serve as the president of this council. He is a racist and he's a cocksucker.
Speaker, your time has expired. With the gentleman in the black polo in the back, this is your first formal warning. Please do not disrupt this meeting.
The second warning.
God damn, it's good today. Made up for the last few days.
Have a couple of
Oh, could you please pull the mic up just a little bit? And could you please remind us
Shout
of the
out
name
to
you signed
Andrew
up
with
under
those
and the
black
items
shoes
you
with
would
the
like
white
to speak
socks.
Albina quickly, and I just want to speak on general statements in the public.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Okay, I just would like to state that I do feel like the housing is basically unfair to the public because of the fact that we got a lot to pay for, as such as insurance, taxes, and all the other stuff. And it's like we can barely afford to pay rent. Speaking for myself, I'm struggling right now trying to pay my rent because of the extra bills that I have to pay. So right now I'm borderline homeless. Can't really do nothing about it. The resources is limited, and it's like we're not really getting the help that we need. So I would like to talk to somebody about housing, and yeah, that's pretty much my comments on what I had to say. So thank you.
Hopefully they can help her out, man. She seems like a nice lady. Yeah, no, we haven't even heard the calls yet. And James, yes, this is real life. This is why we watch it.
Speaker, if you could please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Yeah, my name is Obina Chukwu. I'm adding up what my wife said. Additional for what Wikia says is my wife. So I take psych medication. I'm a veteran U.S. Army, and I'm a mental health patient, and I'm about to be homeless at this point, and I got kids that we both live with, and we go the same struggle. So it's just additional to what she said. And anywhere we go for assistance, we always getting turned down, and we just looking for help. We got like 4 months prior, so any help that can help. Thank you.
Oh, man. It's a terrible situation with kids, too, man. It's rough.
All right, that exhausts our in-person speakers. Now we will go to the phones.
Well, some people
where we have
don't speak
small
into the
number of
mic,
callers.
don't pull it back in, and then some of them speak too
First caller, which items would you like to speak on?
tough into the mic.
Yeah, I would like general public comment, please.
I'm sorry, did you say all available items?
No, I said general public comment.
Okay,
Can
you
hear
have
me?
1 minute for general
There's
public
KDL
comment.
on his phone.
Great. So I'm now so pleased to see that you fired Mark Lameli. Just saw the news in Knock LA. But you never should have hired him to begin with. Because now you've shown us, Imelda, that you don't care about sexual assault. You don't actually care about the DUI. The actual crime that you cared about is Mark Lameli publicly embarrassing you. I truly hope that you take more care in dealing with CD6 than you did in hiring him. And I want this to be a lesson to other council members that if you hire people into positions of power who have sexually assaulted their coworkers, we will look into them every single time. It is disgusting what happened. You, Imelda, put your reputation in front of him and said, oh, he's gotten so much better, even though he had
Speaker, your time has expired.
at this assembly.
We're going to hang up on you.
First caller, which items would you like to speak on? Which items would you like to speak on?
See, dummies, you can just do that, what I'm doing. You don't have to say it, girl.
Yes,
just
we can
push
hear
the
you.
button
Which
like I
items would you
do.
like to speak on?
My name is T, and I would like item 3, 4, and general public comment, please.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public
I
comment.
could run the whole
Please
show
begin with the
myself.
items.
Just cut all these fools up.
Okay, first of all, item number 3, how is
Do a
Heather
whole
Hutt
show.
not here to be hearing this item? I don't think it's a good idea to allocate this money because the language is too vague. Now, I do think that the money needs to be allocated to homelessness in District 10, where it's extremely needed, right? But it can't be allocated to an organization with vague wording, right? It should actually be allocated to organizations like Africa Town Coalition, People's Budget Coalition, or BLMLA that could actually make recommendations for services for the people, that these are the folks and organizations actually doing work in District 10. Okay, and also in District 10, the redevelopment, actually gentrification that's going on there right now with the sidewalks that's impacting the small businesses. These folks that got the contracts to do this work are dragging it out, and it's impacting those businesses there, right? It's also displacing the homeless around there, right? So those businesses need small grants and help from the city because they're taking too long to do this project. If that was Beverly Hills, you know that wouldn't happen with these projects, right? So those businesses need help. On to number 4. It's a waste of money to light up City Hall, and I believe this is a counteract to Indigenous Peoples Day month, actually, okay? So Christopher Columbus, Italian folks, is not a hero. He was a colonizer, a murderer, and a rapist. So this is nothing to be proud of, okay? If anything, you know, you're going to light up City Hall. Maybe it should be for the Ethiopian community regarding the Battle of Ottawa, since Italians want to invade Ethiopia. Or maybe it should be for Indigenous Peoples Day. Or maybe it should be for the black community since they built this nation.
General
and still
public
haven't
comment?
had reparations. On to public comment. KDL is a criminal and a racist doing backroom deals on redistricting, and he has no place on the city council, and he should be removed, along with anybody in his mentality. The city councils are corrupt. You continue to misappropriate funds. We are in a houseless and mental health crisis, and you continue to give money to LAPD that murders and brutalizes black and brown members of our community with zero accountability. That money, okay, needs to go be poured into the black and brown communities, not the LAPD. And you know what? This council is unacceptable. You continue to misappropriate our city tax dollars, and you all need to be held accountable. It's absolutely unacceptable. We have the homeless and mental health crisis that we have this time. And those funds should go to the people, not the police. I yield the rest of my time.
BLMLA.
That's pretty stupid.
Next caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Good afternoon. This is Brock Landers, LA private investigator. I was left on hold twice earlier this week, and I would like to
Which
speak
items
on
would you like to
3,
speak on?
4, and general public comment.
Sorry. So you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
Thank you. I think you have shown whoever you're giving this homeless money to is more incompetent than Curran Price and his wife at laundering money. You might as well give the money to us. If you gave that money to Smoke and Scan and some of that good government weed, we could walk around, hand out $50 bills and joints. We would accomplish more in a weekend doing that than these poverty pimps you are giving this money to. Number 4, you just wiped your ass with $200,000 in item 3, and all the Italians get is $400. I think you guys need to go back and watch True Romance again, re-educate yourselves on why Sicilians have olive skin and dark eyes. You could stream it during Monday's meeting, and you would have be more productive than what you've accomplished today. And speaking on this, congratulations to Stacy. Mr. Herman wasn't the most racist person speaking today. The Klan was started by Democrats. General public comment. I would like to throw my hat into the ring for the LA City Council charity boxing that 50 Guns was talking about. Marquise, we could make a lot of good money for my teddy bear charity for cancer kids. The LA City workers, I would like to submit 2 UPLs for myself, get them on record and recognized by the City Council. 1, ultra-large penis. Like Don Cheadle's in Ocean's 11, I'm drilling tunnels. 2, ultimate punani liquor. If dining at the Y was an Olympic event, they would have to create a new medal for me. Gold just doesn't capture my skill. Hernandez, I like the purple on Tuesday. Don't listen to the haters. Give me an afternoon and I'll have you walking like Grimace for a week. Blonde lady, Smoke and Scan wants to know, does the carpet match the drapes? To the swamp meet people, to translate for Mr. Price, what he was trying to say is you need to give his wife more money. You haven't given him, you haven't given a random business owned by his wife enough money
Speaker,
for
your
him
time
to
has
care.
expired.
Oh, I love you, Brock. I said he'd have her walking like Grimace.
Next caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Morning, Grote. It's Rob Kwan. I'd like to speak on items 3, 4, and general public comment.
Okay, you have 2 minutes
Love
for the
Brock.
items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the
There
items.
goes my hero.
Yeah, I just asked the cameraman to zoom out a little bit. I can only see 6 council members in the frame. So just help us make sure that there's a quorum by zooming out a little bit.
So your time has
for
started.
item
Please
3,
speak to the items.
I'm going, Grote. For item number 3, we're still seeing that we can do things with LAPD money, and I just think it provides a good contrast. We hear so much whining from our council members about delivery of services, and this whole conversation is clouded by the fact that we give the vast proportion of our money to LAPD. And we see this contrast in how the city family, quote unquote, is treated. With the collective bargaining that's going on right now. LAPD gets the lavish raises while you fight to nickel and dime the other city workers. I'm just really rich to hear you all complain again and again about the vacancies in other departments, blaming city workers for your failures. Yesterday, we really saw it. Councilmember Krikorian was talking about being forced to crack the skulls of city employees to get them to do their job. Cracking skulls. I would love to see Paul Krikorian or any of you ever talk that way about the boys in blue. That little LAPD lapdog would never. And if anyone, Councilmember Krikorian can keep his mouth shut about departments underperforming, he is single-handedly,
I'm getting there,
as the
James.
former budget chair, the reason why we have this problem with department vacancies. His reckless STIP buyouts in 2020 were a random bloodletting that gutted our department, and we still haven't even come close to recovering from it. He is the reason personnel isn't able to keep up with the hiring needs of this city, whether we're talking about animal services or we're talking about street repair, we're talking about whatever it is. Your boys in blue.
General public comment?
Personnel
right.
can't do shit.
Thank you so much. That concludes our virtual public comment.
Oh,
What?
no general.
No
Oh, he has
general.
1 minute. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm
you
so
have one more minute for
sorry.
general public comment, and then we'll conclude
Yes.
virtual public
Thank you,
comment.
thank
Please
you,
sit down,
thank
Mr.
you,
Spindler.
I just want to note it's just shameful that Mr. Krikorian's not here, given he's the reason our ethics commission is unable to get a quorum next week and was forced to cancel their meeting. And I warned y'all about this back in June. You had the opportunity and you're sitting on it. You have an appointee in the chamber. You could just move it forward with a vote. Regardless, we need to see our other council members make their own appointments. In the last 1.5 year span, we went from having 2 African Americans and a Latino on the Ethics Commission to having 0 African Americans or Latinos. Councilmember Harris Dawson and Krikorian have both failed to meet the charter deadline of filling their respective Ethics Commission vacancies within 30 days. The charter is just suggested here. Come on, y'all. Have a nice day.
Thank you. That concludes
Kat's
public
here.
comment for this
Ken, already she
meeting.
was here earlier. I don't know
what
if she's
is
still here.
Before us to vote on at this time?
She was here about
Mr. President,
30 minutes ago.
for
at
the
least.
record, there is a request to send item 1 forthwith.
All right, it's sent forthwith without objection.
The council may now vote on items 3 and 4.
All right. Open the roll on those items. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
All right. What's next?
The council may now consider item 5, which is called
Still
special
got that
for a
shiny
separate vote
forehead.
by Councilmember Rodriguez
Damn, that shit's shiny, dog.
Remarks by Councilmember Lee.
He's so shiny.
Councilmember Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, before
Lotion
us
up
today,
his forehead.
We have Miss Karen Waters, who's joining us right here in
Blue
the front
dress is
row,
probably at lunch.
who has been
break.
nominated to the Board of Neighborhood
It's lunchtime.
Commissioners.
It's 12:19.
I've had the privilege of working with Miss Waters over the years, and I can't say that I've met someone who has been
greasy
more
mofo.
thoughtful and caring about the communities that she's represented on the neighborhood councils. We will, by electing her to this board, we will be electing someone who, on every issue, will be thoughtful and considerate. And I cannot sing her praises enough. I strongly urge an aye vote for her confirmation to the Board of Neighborhood
You're
Commissioners.
welcome.
Thank you, Mr.
Calamity.
President.
Thanks for joining.
Councilmember De Leon.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I too want to join Mr. Lee in congratulating
What do you got to say?
Ms.
Find it.
Walters as well too. We have participated together on numerous Zoom calls, but I also want to highlight today you were here with your son as well as your grandson, who will be entering the junior year as a Crimson Tide, University of Alabama. We wish you would stay here in Southern California, but nonetheless, today is her grandson Matthew's birthday as well. So feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday, Matthew.
I didn't even
Thank you
notice
so much.
Alabama.
All right, seeing no
sweater.
other speakers, open the roll on this item. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
Excellent. That carries. Congratulations, and thank you for your service. What's next?
The council may now consider item 2, called special by Councilmember
Yeah, it was a
Park
good
for
day in
remarks.
that sense. I mean, fuck.
Councilmember Park.
We got. Did we miss anybody?
Council President.
We got
Colleagues,
everybody,
I
all the
rise
usual
today
suspects.
To give voice to the more than
Nobody we missed.
150 restaurants in the coastal zone
who may be left behind once this body approves
You know,
a permanent
except for maybe a
alfresco
couple of the ones who
program
come in every
due
once
to
in a
rules
while,
and
but
regulations
like
that
the
are
booger
unique
lady.
in the coastal area.
She's not really a speaker.
Alfresco was a lifeline for hundreds of businesses during the pandemic, keeping
We
their
got
doors
Stacy.
open
She
and
came and
money
sang.
in the pockets of workers.
Sean
While
from
our
Canoga
economy
Park.
has
Yeah, we didn't hear from
largely
him,
recovered
but he doesn't
from the
come in anymore.
worst
He's
of
scared.
The pandemic, many of our small businesses continue to struggle. Whether due
surprised she's
to
wearing red. She's a
inflation,
Democrat.
Rising rents,
They probably hate her for
changes
that.
to work schedules, which
It's a
have left
Republican
so many of our
dress.
commercial centers vacant. This story
She wants to
isn't
look sexy.
isolated
Girls
to
look
any
sexy
one
in
of our
red, right?
districts, and that's why it's imperative that we make our
boy.
small business community
red lingerie on.
whole
Ooh,
across
boy.
the entire city. Our vote today gives our planning department the tools that it needs to maintain outdoor dining in our coastal zone. Doing nothing creates a risk.
I think she got placed
and
in a
puts
place
the restaurants in a
with her
tenable
kids.
position
That's
of
why she's
having
not
to
coming.
secure a coastal development permit
Red's a
in
bold
order to
color.
keep their outdoor dining areas. A cumbersome
Strike.
regulatory process that can take many months and cost upwards of $20,000 per
Blue is
business,
submissive, huh?
an amount that many of our small restaurants
Sounds
will
like them.
struggle to pay. I want to thank
Their demeanor,
Councilmember Harris
not the color.
Dawson for expeditiously considering this
Hi, guys.
motion in the Planning and Land Use Committee, as well as our planning department
Dr.
for
Truth
working
Bay,
closely with my team
she did not. I
on
don't
this
think
issue.
so. I don't remember her
And to our
talking.
restaurants in the coastal zone, in CD 11 and in CD 15, I want you to know that we have your back, and we will
Actually, no,
continue
wait,
to
she did.
advocate on your
She just
behalf.
didn't tear 'em up,
You
remember?
can count on us. I urge your aye votes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Park. Seeing no members on the queue,
She did speak.
let's open the roll. Close the roll. Tally
So did
votes.
yeah, she did speak. Even BJ said
12
yeah,
ayes.
confirmed, and 50 guns
Great.
spoke
Will you
too.
confirm the desk is
Herman
clear?
and his dog
The
spoke.
desk is clear, sir.
Spindler got to
Council
speak
has
finally.
motions for posting and referral.
Okay, they're posted.
Cigar and
referred.
her
Let's
boyfriend,
Move to announcements, colleagues,
Mr.
any
Fist,
announcements. Sharoslavsky.
the man
Thank you
and
very
the
much.
baby.
We're going to start E&E at 1:30
Sachs.
instead
It's good
of
to
1.
see Mr. Sachs, man. You know.
Okay.
He looked a
other
little
announcements?
disheveled. I'm not gonna
Any other
lie. He
announcements?
but he was going in on him, dude. The
Just a couple
homelessness,
announcements,
what's
Mr. President.
I know Ellie and
Collins,
Ness,
you
and
may
he ain't
or
got a
not be
part of
aware
that.
Of the 710 saga, the freeway that begins or
Man, did it
ends
become
down
Ness.
south, adjacent to a Long Beach and San Pedro, the 1-5. And the proposal of
The
building
mayor never
out that
shows up,
freeway,
GRP. Well, that's not true.
into
She showed up maybe
Alhambra,
twice
El
in
Sereno,
her
the neighborhood, which is in
9 months
as
of being
well as
here.
South Pasadena and Pasadena.
And, you
Well,
know,
that saga
photo
is
op
over
shit.
because
You know,
I had the
dog
honor
and
to
pony
put the
walks
last
in,
nail
takes
the coffin,
pictures, shakes
to make
hands,
sure that that
sits
freeway,
for a second,
were never to be
gone
built.
10 minutes later.
So the question became, over a course of 60 years, Caltrans was purchasing properties along that proposed 710 corridor. Now that no freeway will ever be built, what happens with all of those properties?
Why don't you
I'm
put the homeless
happy
there?
to announce that working with HACLA as well as New Economics for Women, we bid on 13, the first tranche of those properties.
Or do
And
what
out
you
of
always do,
13,
sell them to the
we will
Chinese.
Secure 11 of those properties. We're going to develop those properties for affordable housing along that corridor. When we applied for the state, we're going to get more tranches that will be put up for a bid, but it's a huge victory. We already have a blueprint of what the developments are going to look like. It's a huge step forward, so I just wanted to. Harlan.
Sorry.
Harlan.
Mr. Julian, could you hold it for a second?
Yeah, that's
Mr.
on his
Harlan,
property.
You've got to keep quiet. Okay, please escort Mr. Harlan out. You have to leave.
Yes.
Those are
Please
my
leave silently
properties.
and quick, expeditiously. You've
And
got to
for
go.
For the record, Mr.
We're trying to end the
Harlan was-
meeting. Please get out.
For the
Please
record,
escort
Mr.
Harlan out.
Mr. Harlan was warned earlier in this meeting, and he
Okay,
is currently
leave the
refusing
meeting.
to leave after being asked to leave the meeting again.
Mr. Harlan, you're disrupting Rule 12. I'm ordering you to immediately leave quietly. You've been ordered to leave per Council Rule 7. Get out. Please leave as quick as you can.
and that was the only announcement I had to make today, was on that specific issue right there, about the good news about the 710 corridor. And just lastly, I got a phone call last week, Monday. We recall when we were co-joined on a lawsuit litigation between us and LA Alliance, and we wisely broke off from LA County and settled that lawsuit. Well, there was it was appealed to the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, the LA County, who tried to cut themselves off that lawsuit from LA Alliance. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled against Los Angeles County, and there is a court date now set for November. And I know Mr. Corey and I, as well as others, have been arguing for more psychiatric beds from LA County because of the burgeoning homeless crisis in the city of LA. So just an update on news that is going to actually go to trial. The U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has denied LA County. So thank you very much for that.
Great, thank you. Yeah. Continuing announcements, Mr. McCosker.
Yeah, and then to throw Mr. Harlan out.
Mr. McCosker, yes.
Oh, thank you very much. Members, I know that we've had
look at
great
Mr. Harlan.
in and
Just
around
went
City
off.
Hall all summer. I, too, have enjoyed the opportunity to have a couple of interns who are spending their last day with us today. They'll be flying back. And the two individuals with us were Ren McMorrin and Marvion Mabon. Ren is a rising sophomore at DePaul, and she'll be heading back very shortly. Ren really focused on issues, well, they both worked on issues across the district, but Ren focused on environmental issues and youth issues and was really instrumental in helping us to analyze some projects, particularly in the south part of our district, and has done a tremendous job, and I hope has had a great summer. Marvion is a rising junior at Morehouse and a resident of the 1-5. He's a fourth generation resident of Imperial Courts and focused, again, across the district, but really focused on issues in Watts and on workforce development and jobs. Marvion and Ren both worked very hard to put together two of our job fairs. Marvion had the idea of making sure that we did a second job fair in Imperial Courts, and they both worked together hand in glove and did a great job. And I will miss them very much. I look forward to them coming back and visiting us. They both have tremendous potential and have added to the life of the 1-5 and the life of the city. So Ren and Marvion, thank you very much. And we have certificates.
Oh, we got a little certificate for you. No signed basketball?
Thank you.
Bruh, I only came here for the signed basketball, and all I got was the paper? Y'all out of basketballs?
Chair, members, over the last 7 weeks and across multiple parks in my district, we've hosted our South LA Strong workshops along with movies in the park at the end of every week on Friday night. We've partnered with a number of
movies in the
nonprofits
park
that I want to make sure we acknowledge: the Tree Yoga Center, Lily Floor Creative Art, Melina's Percussion Workshops, Beds by Bev Gardening, Debbie Allen's Dance Academy,
That was a great
the
track.
Black Star
Doing
Lacrosse
it in the
Team,
park.
and Soccer
Doing
for
it after
Success.
dark. Oh,
Families really stepped up because we had a tough summer, probably the toughest summer we've had in a decade at our Summer Night Lights programming around the city, but also in the 8th District. And so tonight is the final night. There'll be movies across all of those.
His hair's
parks. We'll be
going all
giving
white.
away
That's why he's
backpacks
shaving it. You can
full of
see it. A
school
little bit
supplies
coming in, huh?
at Algin Sutton Park, Lauren Miller Park, Harvard Park, and St. Andrews Park tonight, beginning around 5:30. So thank you to all the community, but also thank you to all the community-based organizations that made it so young people could come to the park and get lacrosse, fencing, dancing, gardening, Debbie Allen's Dance Academy, yoga, and all the rest.
Debbie
So
Allen's
again,
Dance Academy.
Thank you to
I'm
everybody
there.
in the community who helped us get through the summer.
I don't know what a troon is.
Are there any other announcements?
I have to Google it, and I'm not Googling
No,
it 'cause it sounds like
Mr.
a blue
Spindler,
waffle
keep
type
your
thing.
mouth quiet, or you're going to have to leave. No more comments. Okay, no other announcements. Let's rise for adjourning motions.
Mr. Spindler can't even hold himself straight. There's
Alex,
1 minute
looking
more
for
before
adjourning
they get
motions
out of
on my
here.
right. We'll start with.
Okay, guys, just to
Park.
let you know, we had an hour and 3 minutes
Thank you,
for the last
Council
meeting.
President.
We've been here
It is
2
with
hours,
a heavy heart
24 minutes,
that
and
we
we're still
honor
not
the
out of here. See the
lives
difference in
of
meetings
3
today?
True public servants who passed
Almost
away
3x.
in the line of duty
Almost.
on August 6th.
Rest in peace to Tim, man.
While fighting a growing
These are the
brush
3 that
fire in
that
Riverside
perished
County,
in the
2
helicopter
firefighting
crash.
aircraft collided.
Rest in
and
peace to these guys,
tragically,
man.
2
Heroes.
firefighters and 1 helicopter pilot lost their lives.
So young, man. All of them, man.
46-year-old Joshua Bischoff was an assistant fire chief with CAL FIRE, who was a 24-year veteran of the department. He was just promoted to assistant fire chief in March.
Jesus.
Chief Bischoff also worked as an operations chief on the Camp Fire, which ripped through Paradise, California in 2018. He has been described as a loving husband and father. 44-year-old Tim Rodriguez was a CAL FIRE captain and 19-year veteran of the department. When describing Captain Rodriguez, a family member said,
So
his
young.
life was firefighting. He loved doing it, and he loved training and loved training people. Captain Rodriguez also enjoyed taking his wife and kids out of town on the weekends. He loved to cook, and he was an avid cyclist. 55-year-old Tony Souza was an experienced contract helicopter pilot. He is survived by his wife of 28 years and 2 sons. Even with his accomplished career as a pilot, his family stated that Tony shined the most
thank you, Ken.
at being a father to his 2 boys. Now, even without their fallen brothers, this very team from CAL FIRE in Riverside is deploying to help in Maui. Even in the wake of tragedy, these heroes do not stop. When disasters like this happen, we're reminded of how dangerous firefighting jobs are. As civilians, we know that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if there's an emergency, our firefighters are there for us. That's why we appreciate them so much and why we mourn these losses so deeply. As we rise to adjourn in memory of these first responders, I would be remiss not to mention that this year was also the 25-year anniversary of the fatal crash of LAFD helicopter Fire 3 in Griffith Park.
I remember that.
A tragedy still felt here in our city to this day. On March 23rd, 1998, 44-year-old LAFD apparatus operator Michael McComb, 33-year-old firefighter paramedic Eric Reiner, and 33-year-old firefighter paramedic Michael Butler all died in the line of duty from a mechanical failure while Fire 3 was transporting a critically injured 12-year-old traffic collision patient to Children's Hospital.
Yeah, I remember that.
Here in Los Angeles, we talk a lot about the city family, but we also know
Hi,
that
Leanne.
there is a fire family that's connected throughout the country and throughout the world. When firefighters die in the line of duty, it's felt through the entire fire family, including the men and women of our very own LAFD. So today, we adjourn in memory of CAL FIRE Assistant Chief Joshua Bischoff, CAL FIRE Captain Tim Rodriguez, and Pilot Tony Souza. And 25 years later, we remember the devastating loss of our own LAFD firefighters in the crash of Fire 3 at Griffith Park. May God bless the Bischoff, Rodriguez, and Souza families and all of the members of CAL FIRE, and may Assistant Fire Chief Bischoff, Captain Rodriguez, and Pilot Souza rest in peace.
Yeah, JMP, there was a fire in Riverside, and these three perished in a crash.
Members, on behalf of
the federally indicted.
Pro Tem,
Yeah, they
Police Harris
tangled
Lawson
up with
and
another chopper. The other chopper was able
Hut.
to
I
land
ask that we
safely.
adjourn
Theirs was not, and all
in
three were
memory
killed
of
aboard.
Reverend Thomas
Sad deal.
C. Hill III.
Sad deal.
Reverend Hill was born on December 20th, 1951.
it's
in
really
Dallas,
they
Texas.
haven't
And he
really
was the
said
eldest
anything
of
about the
6
cause
children,
of the
born to
crash.
Thomas C.
but
Hill II.
It's probably
and
because of
Martha
visibility.
Dunhill.
You know,
He graduated
fast-moving
from
brush
Southern
fire,
Methodist
too much
University
smoke.
in 1973 with a BA in political science
Sad
and a
deal.
master's degree in public administration in 1975.
Look, guys.
After graduation, Reverend Hill moved to L.A. Later met Carla
Tuggers.
Johnson at
The
Holman
Tuggers.
United Methodist Church in the 8th District while working in the youth ministry. Throughout his ministerial career, he served as senior pastor at L.A. Calvary United
Look how
Methodist
small
Church,
the boat is
associate
compared to
pastor at
that
Holman.
fucking ship.
He was at Inglewood First United Methodist Church. From
Like a little
89 to
pea in the
93,
water
where he
next to
also
him.
served as the L.A. District Coordinator for Relief
That little
Services
rib boat.
during the 1992
Oh,
LA
shit,
riot.
yeah. That'll give you some scale for
Reverend
you.
Hill served on several boards and agencies in the church, including the
That'll give you the
Board of
scale.
Ordained Ministry, the boards of Church and Society,
That's funny, man.
Global Ministries, and Urban Foundation. His last assignment
how
was a
massive
dual
those
appointment
ships are.
to the combined Vermont Square United Methodist Church and Wesley. Reverend Hill retired from active service with the United Methodist Church in 2018.
Right. I should have dropped that
He was
right
used
there.
for his love of ministry and one of the
Quit playing with your dinghy.
always willing to give to others. In his spare time, he enjoyed playing with his
look how it's
trained
pushing it.
sets,
It's turning
watching
it.
history shows, specifically about the Civil War.
Literally maneuvering
and
that.
civil rights
This big ass
movement.
ship. It's turning it. That's so dope.
He leaves
Shout
a
out to San
cherished
Diego webcam.
memory, his living daughters.
Cool, dude.
Uh,
The work of that
Rachel,
little
who
boat
works,
to push
in the
that
mayor's
big
office
ass
now
ship. Come on,
on
man.
civic
Tugger's got
response
that
issues.
power.
Sibling Joan Sneed, Paul Hill, Stephen Hill. He's also survived by a host of nieces, nephews,
Stink is bigger.
nieces, great nephews,
Baby.
cousins, and other family
It's a
members and
big
friends.
baby cat.
A memorial service in his honor will be held today, was held today, and we are just so honored to adjourn this meeting. In
All right,
his
Spook.
honor
Have a good one. I'll
and
see you
in
later tonight.
memory.
Hopefully,
May he
8
rest
p.m.
in
Pacific
peace
Standard
and
Time.
glory.
We'll be live.
Thank you, Mr. Price.
In
Any
our
additional
Carolina.
turning memory motions to my right? Looking to my left? Mr. Lee.
It's a Navy
Thank you,
security
Mr.
dinghy.
Chair.
Is that what it is?
Colleagues,
Keeping everybody away?
I'd like to adjourn
from
in the
the
memory
ship?
of someone who I think is a friend of many of us.
Rolling
in this
security on the ship.
Andrew Freeman, a pillar of the Los Angeles Orthodox Jewish community who passed away at the age of 76. Mr. Friedman, born in Budapest, Hungary, to Holocaust survivor parents. He was 10 years old when his family finally left Hungary after the Hungarian Revolution of 1956. They immigrated to
They
the
do
United
wireless.
States before eventually
They like to
settling
talk.
in Los Angeles. As a teenager, Mr. Friedman attended an East Coast yeshiva for 2 years before enrolling at Fairfax High School, where he graduated
I went to
in
Fairfax.
1964. And then in 1968, he graduated from UCLA with a degree.
I didn't
in political
graduate from
science.
UCLA.
He always wanted to be a lawyer and earned a law degree from UCLA in 1971. Andrew was the founding president of the congregation Beis Naphtali. The shul is named after his uncle, Naphtali, who was also a Holocaust survivor.
I know where UCLA
Andrew
is
is
at.
well known for his
Could
work
take
on
you
numerous
there.
city commissions. He served on the city's fire commission, Los Angeles Police Permit Review Panel, and the Los Angeles Charter Reform Commission. And he was recently appointed by Mayor Bass
That boat. Oh man, just
to the
fuck,
Central
missed
Area
it. That was
Planning
crazy
Commission.
boat just went by. We're gonna watch this shit
Andrew
while
was
we
a
listen
leader
to them. Fuck it.
who had a passion to make Los Angeles a better place to work and live.
A lot of cool shit in
May
the
Andrew
bay.
Friedman rest in peace, and his memory be a blessing. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Yeah, he was a very good man. I had the privilege of knowing him and his
Hot
losses.
chicks at UCLA. Oh yeah.
Continuing on my
Pretty
left,
Asian
Mr. McCoskey.
girls.
Thank you very much.
I mean, there's probably the same at
I
UC at
share
USC too. You know.
In the memory of Andrew Friedman, I actually served with him briefly as a charter commissioner, and I just communicated with him last
Elbow
week.
room. We can go
before
look
that
over there.
appointment.
I don't know if it's too
But
packed,
I
but
particularly
we'll
want to thank
We shall see.
Councilmember Park for the adjournment in honor of the firefighters. My son, my youngest son, is a CAL FIRE firefighter and is suffering through this with his colleagues right now. And I would be honored if I could join your adjournment. Thank you so much. But I also, colleagues, want to ask that we adjourn today in honor of Nettie Mendoza. Nettie Mendoza
It's
is a
kind of popping. I
beloved
can't
member
lie.
of the
Shit, it's
Wilmington
just
community.
wall-to-wall vagina.
Nettie served 25 years as an instructional aide
Like two
for the
dudes in
LA
there.
Unified School
Holy
District.
shit, she's
She
pulling
spent
titty out. Like, I
many
gotta
of those
get
years,
Stinky out of the
serving
way.
our youth at
Hold on, we
Fries
got-
Avenue
hold
Elementary
on.
School, right there in her
What are you
community.
doing here? Let's get Stink out of the
She's
way. She
mother
was just pulling
of a
titty out
very
of the
dear
bar.
friend of mine,
She was
Rudy
adjusting
Mendoza.
titty. And
Rudy Mendoza, for
thanks to
many
Stinks,
years,
you
was the
missed it.
principal. And this fall,
Blame
actually,
him, not me.
Was the principal of Banning High, and really
the girls
deeply
everywhere.
instrumental
But
in the
David, it's
community.
always a sausage
So I know
fest in
Nettie
here.
did a great
It's
job
fucking
of
two
raising
guys. Get out of here.
Rudy.
No, killing me, bro. You're killing the ratio
he's
right now.
dedicated his life
You two
to the
jerk offs.
Wilmington
Get out of
community
here.
As well. She's survived by
Fucking
her
Todd
two
and Brad.
sons, Ruben,
Bruh.
retired law enforcement officer, and Rudy, as I said, the former principal of Banning High, and Hope, who is also an educator.
Killing
for
the
years.
race, bro.
She survived. Nettie is survived by 3
He's seen the
grandchildren,
titty adjustment
3
from
great
home chick.
grandchildren, and 1 great
He was like,
grandchild.
"Oh, I'm over there."
She has a very large and lovely family in Wilmington. We will all miss her deeply. May Nettie Mendoza rest in peace.
Ciao. Look at her. She's shaking him now.
Looking to my left,
Look,
the
Tim, more
additional
titty
motions.
adjustment. Can't even keep them. Look, can't even keep them things in there.
Okay, I'd like to adjourn this
Can't
council
even
in
keep
memory
them things in there. That's what happens when they're fake.
Many of you know Stacy's son, Alex, who stands with me here today.
Hopping right now, son.
Although I never had the privilege, I don't think, of meeting Stacy, I know she must have been a wonderful person and a mother.
This dude's working
Wonderful
hard
mother
to get
because
this
of how much
one
Alex has done
in
for
her
the
little
community.
skirt.
From coaching Little League Baseball to helping our youth to helping our elderly at One Generation, where Alex has done a great work at the Senior Enrichment Center, to serving on the San Fernando Valley JCs
Too big,
and helping
titties?
our communities thrive. And, of course, working tirelessly for your clients. Alex, I am sure that your mother was very proud. Stacy Joy Kasendorf was born
What is
in
he doing?
Boston,
What's he doing over there?
Massachusetts
What is
on
fucking
May
Todd and Brad
24th,
doing back there?
1948. To
Like they're
Al
the
and
only
Nikki
ones
Rose.
hyping up nothing.
She had an older
He
sister
has
named
his
Penny
phone out.
and graduated from Newton
Awkward
High
as
School
fuck.
in 1966.
Bro, does he have croquis on? He does.
Stacy moved to
so
the
he
greater
doesn't lose
DC
his
area
glasses.
where she graduated from George Washington University.
Yes,
and
fools
then
wearing
obtained a master's
croquis.
degree
Probably a
from
cop.
George Mason University.
Only cops wear
Shortly
croquis.
after that, Stacy met Arnold Kasendorf. They married.
Probably a cop on
Alex
fucking
was born
spring
in
break or whatever.
1975.
Summer vacation, rather.
1977, the family moved to San
Fuck outta
Diego,
here,
where
bro,
Stacy
Manson.
was accomplished working in special education for several different school districts. She was
Why-
also a
why-
professor
why have the
at San
phone
Diego
out?
State
It's just
University
weird.
and the University
I
of
just
San
don't
Diego,
understand.
as well as
Like,
serving
why are you
as a
filming the
consultant
homie
for
who's
school
looking at
districts
his phone?
throughout the United States.
Odd.
Outside of the
I
home,
think so,
and work,
wise guy.
Stacey
I'm telling you, that
volunteered
was
throughout
the.
her community
That's how you
and
spotted
was
the
a
undercover as the
a
croquis. Because when they
valued
chase
member
people,
of
they don't
Temple
want to
of
lose their
Emmanuel,
glasses.
where she served on the board and she sang in the choir.
And if you don't see
She
their
loved the
eyes,
color
it's kind of
red,
hard to
was a friend
ever
to so
recognize
many.
them again, kind of thing too.
She is survived by
Right?
her wife, B.J. Brose, her son and
You don't see
daughter-in-law,
too many people wearing
Alex and
croquis, bro. I'm
Christina
just letting you know.
And of course, her beloved grandchildren, Noah, Samuel, and Ava.
Oh
Stacy
yeah,
was a frequent visitor to
John.
our
This is
community
in
and
Fort
will be missed
Lauderdale, Florida.
by
Live in
all.
Fort Lauderdale.
May Stacy
See,
Kasendorf
bro, we're live right there, dude. Bro, he's over there making fun of us right now, dude. He just called us Todd and Brad. Where? I don't even
And
see
with
it,
that,
dude.
This council is adjourned. Thank you.
All right, guys, hold on a second. Let's go here for just a moment. Let's go back here. So they're done. Let's see here. Okay, so 2 hours, 38 minutes is how long it was today for the city council meeting compared to 1 hour and 3 minutes that we had just the other day. So I'm sure you can see the comparison. All right, let's do this. Let me make myself smaller and get Stinks over here. There we go. It's a little better that way. That way you guys can have a little better view. And I'm small and he's small and all that. He's just balled up like a shrimp anyways. Look at him. Look at him sleeping. A big baby. Brad and Chad. Dude. See, it's just weird. Like you walk in, you're trying to party, you're just filming yourself. There's fucking 12 women here. You ain't trying to dance with any of them. I don't know, man. That's when. See, this is when you just. Excuse me. Like you could probably pretend like you got to go to the bathroom and you get right in the middle of the circle and then you're just like. And I'm guaranteed one of them gonna laugh, if not two or all of them. gonna break the ice. That's all you got to do. Be the icebreaker. You don't even have to say nothing other than excuse me and get right in the middle of them. And either you're gonna creep them out or you're gonna make them laugh. There ain't no in between. And I'm sure there's one of them that's had enough to where they're like, man, I know they wouldn't fuck him, but I'd fuck him. Hopefully all my girlfriends take off and I'll hit it off with him. Just let you know. All right, guys, let's get it. Smoke. No. Rob, that cam is San Diego webcam, the one with all the ships. It runs 24 hours. It's, robotic site on YouTube, San Diego webcam. And it's all a San Diego Bay, so that's why you see all the ships, Navy ships coming in and out. You have Coronado Island over there too, is where all the Navy SEALs train. Oh, don't go anywhere. What did I do? Who the fuck farted, man? Did somebody fart? Oh, I know it was him, bro. Homeboy in the jorts straight farted and got them all out of there. I know it, dude. It was him. It was him, bro. I know it, dude. He got the trucker hat and the jorts. And he tucked his shirt in. Oh, bro, he let one loose for sure. He cleared out that room like it was nothing. Blaming it on the bar's chicken wings. Oh boy. That'd be fun. Smoke and scam boat, go smoke on there. That'd be dope. Rent that fucker out and get all lit. Go around the bay. Get lit. Travel around the bay, around the battleships. What's up, Tyrone? Man, it was good until homeboy farted, I mean, this dude rolled in with the croakies, the tucked-in shirt, the jorts, and the biker hat. Bro, there's just no way. I'm fashion copping you, bro. I'm sorry. You're getting pulled over for that shit. I mean, that should be a felony right there. It's fucking terrible. Terrible. I mean, how else can you explain it, dude? You had 12 girls in a group, having fun, having drinks, everybody chilling, having a good time. And all of a sudden, this he's backed up to the crew. You let one loose. He had a little too many of the fucking hot wings at the bar. You know what I mean? He had to let one go, and of course, he blamed it on one of them in the group. Shit, yeah. That doesn't matter. I'm over here watching side titty anyways. Just waiting for that fake titty to pop out. Come on, titty. Just like Dave Chappelle. Come on, titty. Oh, now they're going to. It's for sure somebody farted. No way. No way has everybody left for no reason. They smell it too, bro. They smell it too. There's just no way. We was sitting here. The shit was lively as fuck. There is no freaking way. Somebody done farted and cleared the room, and I know it was Jort Man over there, dog. That's why she's got her back turned to him. She ain't trying to smell it. Fuck happened here? Now it turned into a sausage party. Thank God this one's here. What the fuck happened? What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? Oh, man, I don't even know right now. I'm just saying it. Yeah, just all of a sudden changed.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
It's good morning. Arnold sucks.
Damn it. And I want to see some more chicks come in here. I cleared the room. I probably did. Maybe that's what it is. They're watching on smoking scans so they could see. So bad it burns the nose hairs. I mean, I gotta be honest. Somebody's blazing. It's been a while since I've been out and about and just had to randomly smell somebody else's fart. Thankfully. It's been a while. I'm just saying. like that torturous smell, especially if like you're caught in like a elevator or something. The guitarist killed the vibe. I don't know, man. I don't know. The guitarists are usually all right. I mean, we can always go back here and watch Battleship. You sank my battleship. Leg day ran them off. Oh, man. I'm scared it stinks. What is that? Oh, stinky peeps. Hold on. Where is he at? There he goes. Old stinky pies. All right. Look at him. Oh, I love him. Yeah, I love you, buddy. He's just a balled up little baby. That's all he is. Balled up little baby. Yeah, we'll be online later tonight, Shirley. At 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Should be fun. It's no full moon or anything, but it is Friday. Get going with the dab game and all that jazz. See, we need to get a boat like that and like rent it all out and do a smoke and scan smoke boat. You know, kind of like what like I was telling you, you could do smokeboat.com in Amsterdam, but we'll do it, you know, in San Diego. It's a fun city. You got the gas lamp too. You could go around and party in. Then we could all go sneak down to Tijuana and have fun. Go see the donkey show. Yeah, man. All right, we got to train. Hold on, we're working on something. Got a couple girls walking in, having lively fun. Hopefully, there's a few more attached. I like it. So you got them moving. That's all it takes is a few. Then you get a few more. The Thailand live cam. It's early morning there though. Is it or no? It's light. Oh, what am I talking about? It's fucking morning here. Stupid. It's 1 o'clock here. Hold on. Let me get it on this one though. Yeah, today's Dan, I think today's meeting made up for the last couple days. It's pretty fucking bad the last couple meetings. They were pretty brutal. I mean, I was honest. I thought I gave it like a 3 out of 10. They weren't really good, but I don't know. They can't all be winners, but boy, oh boy, we got the whole all-star lineup. Mr. What's his name had to fight for his Spindler had to fight for his time, of course, there, but yeah, I mean, it was still good all in all. I think the caller list was a little short, but they're gonna do that because they took so long to honor everybody, the Korean folks and Fernando and there was one other person I think in there too. So when they do that, obviously they've eaten up a lot of time, and right there's 30 minutes of their time. You know what I mean? So let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was looking for my. Wait, hold on. Let's do this. Let's go live to Thailand, guys. I mean, we got the ladies rolling in, thankfully. We'll go back to them in a second, but we go here live to Thailand. So you can see all the ladies and everybody having fun here in the bar, and then the people stumbling, people coming out of Sin Club right there. It's good times. And generally here, guys, I like to do the man count, the man purse count. See how many men you see with a man purse. Oh, there's the cops. Look at him. Look at him. Waiting to arrest somebody. He's got his phone out. Oh, boy. Waiting to bust some American. There's one man purse right there to the left. There's one. Count is one. There's a one count. Definitely a lady boy. You could do a lady boy count if you'd like. I'm gonna do the Merce count. But it doesn't matter. Even if they're all ladies, you guys are gonna say they're all guys anyways. Let's be honest. What's up with the club? They ain't trying to let nobody in. The cops are there. What the fuck? We're about to watch the cops raid the club. No joke. They're like not letting a motherfucker in. Look, what's going on? Why they got the door locked like that? Yeah, you guys are the cops. You can't come in. Yeah, you can't come in. You're going to have to stay outside. He's got his phone out. Look, he's recording the shit. Oh, I fucking love it, man. I love it. Bow. Ow. Go party at Petco. Slaying, I'm not sure. I'd have to, hold on. I don't know if it says it. It just says Hush Bar. No, it's in Kosumi? Kosumi? Or Koizumi? Something like that. Oh. Uh-oh. What's going on here? They open the door. Somebody's getting busted. We're about to see somebody get busted. For real, this is going to be awesome. What, bro? I don't have no coke on me. They're lying. They said I had coke. I don't have no coke. Look. I don't have nothing on me. Ah, shit. Something's going on there, dude. Something's going on right there. Oh, there's Merce number 2. There he goes with no shirt on. There's 2. It's a Merce heavy atmosphere. Yeah, you might have to do some pipe checking. Yeah, she's definitely a guy. She's taller than all those dudes. That's mad. See, she's a lady. That's a lady. Yeah, this is the club, Hush. The other one's Sin across. It's their live cam. Rick. And I think they're open for like another 30 minutes or so. This is the little hookup joint. Look at the homie right here. He's hugged up with home chick right there. Look, he's kissing her right there. This is what like the little disco where they meet. Look, he's about to make out with her right here. Look. Checking her hand first. Let me see her hand. Let me see how big it is. Can you palm a basketball? Oh, they're already closing. My bad. Look, see? It's last call, son. So get your hands out of here because I'm rolling that shit up, son. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Right there on the dot. 3 a.m. on the dot. So I guess that's when they close them the clubs. It's really like about an hour after us. Here in L.A., we close everything by 2. Last call is 1:30. 2 o'clock, no alcohol sales anywhere. Not at the supermarket. Not 7-Eleven, not a bar, none of that. Closing time for the night. Then you'll have the late night drunk stragglers right here walking through this alley trying to find some. Get you some. Fuck yeah. Go find you some ladies.
Look, I'll tell you where the chicks are, okay? Just give me right down there.
Come on, bro. We'll go to the alley.
Come on, bro. Let's get us some poontang.
I don't know if either something was like, look, he's putting his hand on the cop, I think, isn't it? Like on his shoulder. That's rare. I wouldn't do that, especially if I'm a foreigner. Yeah. I'm saying he was either in a fight of some sort or dispute. I wouldn't be putting my hand on the cop. That's disrespectful anywhere. And he seems drunk. He's all up in homeboy's face. We're about to see this dude just get tackled to the ground. Look, he's getting a little too aggressive. A little too aggressive, bro. That's a cop. You're getting so aggressive. The other one's the guard. You get aggressive with the guard, not the cop. Maybe saying, they robbed me. I got robbed. Something's definitely happening. I don't know. There's definitely some problem here. You can tell he's got a firearm on his hip. The other one doesn't. He didn't. He's got his phone, so maybe they took his wallet. Who knows? 2 Merces. Yeah, there's not too many tonight. Usually there's a whole gang of Merces. Watch homeboy just try to pretend like he's on the phone and just back out and just start boning out and run. I could see it. You know he's got this cigarette in his ear and shit. Shit, yeah. This is in Thailand that we're watching live. Live cam in Thailand. All the clubs are closing, so you'll start to see everybody pouring out of all the clubs. Oh, he's getting it. Look. Hold on. Dude's right about to get it right now. He's just about to kiss her. He's been working that shit the whole time and he ain't kissed her. Come on, why don't you just kiss me? Come on, kiss me. Just kiss me. He was close. All right, just one time. All that work, bro. You better get something. You've been there digging for an hour plus. You better get something out that joint. I'm telling you, they were within an inch of each other and they didn't kiss. Yeah, he's still there. Old Stinkums is just turning around. He's just waiting for lunch. Waiting for that lunchtime. That hat? Yeah, no, I don't know. Her hat, though, matches the same color as her skirt. I think she's got a skirt. It looks like she does. So maybe she was just trying to be matchy-matchy and didn't want to, like, do her hair because it doesn't look like she washed her hair today. I mean, you know, I'll go back to her. She's still sitting there, but it doesn't look like she's washed it. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Here comes everybody out the clubs. The flood. The flood. See, look at her hair real quick. Does that look washed? Look at her hair. She definitely did not wash that hair today. So that's why she threw the cap on, son. Just saying. Yeah, I still haven't seen him kiss. He's still working it. And I get it. There's a lot of girls who don't like washing their hair every day. And it's good, not good, I guess, you know, because it takes all the nutrients, the natural nutrients out of your hair, dries it out. But, yeah. Yeah. It's a wig. She's not wearing a wig. That's real. That's real. Oh, there's a man. There's 3. There's 4. There's 2 that just slipped by me. There's 5 coming. There's 6 that's coming. Oh, boy. Here comes the counts flying right now. You see that? And there's a 7th coming now down the street. You see him? Oh, there's that one. There's 8. I didn't even see him. It was on his back. It's wrapped around his back with his lady there. Then there's the homeboy. See the homeboy? I'm already counting him. Look at the flashing light. He's walking with a lady right there. He's got one. Oh, boy. See how quickly the count jumped? Here comes another one on the white guy in the t-shirt. Fat guy in the white t-shirt. There's another one. There's 8. There's 8 of them. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, boy, it's a man purse heavy environment. This dude's drunk as a skunk. Look, can't even walk. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, man persons sell well here, I bet. Look at how sweaty homeboy is right there in the beige. Holy fuck. At that point, you just take the shirt off, bro. You already sweat through it. I mean, it's like, it's like you jumped in the pool. This dude said, I'm fucked up, but I'm still gonna go porty. Give me those crutches. I'm still gonna porty. Boom. Oh, that's a giant purse. That ain't even like a man. That's a fucking lady's purse on a man. I'm just gonna count that one. That thing's huge. So there's 10. There's 11 in the white. Oh boy, oh boy. Telling you, you can sit here every minute, get a merce a minute. A merce a minute for sure. Yeah, it's fun to hop around places like that. It's not Bangkok. It's Koi Sumo. It's called Koi Sumo, something like that. Look, he's trying to game him. She's pushing his head. Look. Come on, now let me stick it in both of you. Come on, just one by one. I'll stick it in you first, and then I'll stick it in you next. Okay, I'll stick it in you first, and then her first, and then her next. She got mad at that one. Okay, if I go first, then we can do it. Okay? Deal? Deal. Stinky Merces. I sell stinky stuff. You can get stinky socks and shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. Backpack, a pillow, a coffee cup. Get all that. There's got to be a Merce coming down here. Oh, there's one. There's 12. There's our full dozen. No shame in the Merces here. It's embraced. They embraced the Merce. And he's still arguing over there. Who knows? Oh, what went on in the club? Last thing I'm going to do is act a fool in another country. I ain't doing it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not trying to go to jail in a third world country. Or any country. I don't care. 3rd, 1st, 4th, 10th. I don't care. I ain't trying to go to jail nowhere. So, especially caught up in some country I don't know. Fuck that. I'm going to mind my P's and Q's. Oh, there's number 13 in the white. He's vaping with his Merce. Full Merce vape. This full with the tucked in shirts. Oh, Tucky LaRue. Hey, Tucker, where you going? Fucking Tucker. Yeah, at some point they're just going to get tired of his fucking lip and just arrest him. All right, you're not from here, so. Holy. All the fools are going crazy because she just walked in and sat down. Oh, can you put a shirt on because you're causing too much of a problem here? We're going to need you to put your shirt on, ma'am. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, she works there. She works there, apparently. She just went behind the counter. So my bad. She don't work there. I guess they're just happy to see that she came to work today. Yeah, she's... Look, see, she's behind the counter. That'll get you some tips. I'm gonna let you know right now. Guys, girls, they're gonna tip you. The ladies will tip you more. Because a lot of ladies want to see them titties too. And look at him already. He could have went and got a. He was like, "Oh man, I see that. Let me come on down here." Oh no, he works here. Let me come and say hello. I didn't see you came in. Let me make sure I say hello. Oh, let me make sure the trash is empty. I know that trash is empty. Came down, look at her real quick while she's already making herself a drink. I love it. You better get it, girl. I mean, it's 4 o'clock. It's time for a drink. Oh, she's making a drink for somebody. She tending that bar. Yeah, man, that's the way to make that munsey. I ain't got no shame. If I had big titties like that, I'd do the same. I'd have to shave the beard, though. Oh, man, I got to tell you guys something. This is really crazy, and I can't wait till it gets here so I can show you. I was opening some of the new wrestling cards, okay, that just came out this week. And I'm sure some of you guys, especially the ones who know wrestling, know this guy named Matt Riddle. Okay, call him Riddle now. I don't think they call him Matt Riddle anymore. They just call him Riddle. You know, and he's always saying bro. And it's crazy because they made a card of him wearing a shirt that says 420, bro. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, has weed come that far to where you're going to put that on cards where I'm sure there's got to be some parents watching their kids, 10-year-olds, whatever, 12-year-olds opening those packs and finding that card and be like, whoa. And the greatest part is I hit one of the gold autograph ones with a chunk of his like shirt that he wears in the ring. They just buy it from him and cut it up and put pieces in the card. So I got one of them, number 7 of 10. I'll show it to you guys. It's autographed with a piece of it there. And it's him wearing the fucking 420 bro shirt. And it says it all. He wrote it on there. I was like, man, that is crazy. Like the world it's finally slowly little things like that, man. You know, it's little shit like that broadens the horizons. And it's wild. I never thought I'd see it. So when it comes on, should be here Thursday. It's coming from Montana. So it should be here Thursday. When it gets here, I'll show it to you guys. It's pretty cool. You know, Bunny Rabbits, he's not really expensive. I'd venture to say if I put that card up for sale, I'd probably get $40 to $60. He's not a super duper well-liked wrestler at the current moment, but that's kind of how like UFC or anything else is. Like 1 minute you're not, and then 1 minute you're hot. Or 1 minute you're hot, and then 1 minute you're not. So it kind of goes different ways. You know, they could win a big match, and then all of a sudden they're on the top of the world. Same with the ladies. You know, one lady will beat another lady who win the championship, and all of a sudden that lady will be on the top of the world when she really wasn't before, and then the collectors will follow. The cards will increase in value. It's kind of how it works, you know, for the most part. Not saying it happens that way all the time, but all right, GIP, I'll see you later. Yeah, so, yeah, he's still there. They're still there arguing. There's another man, Merce. And another one right there in the red. Didn't see that. White and red. There we go. That's probably 15. So, yeah. He's former UFC too? Didn't know it. Did not know that. Bro, look at this dude. It's Craig the Hammer Valentine. Speaking of wrestling, bro, I swear that looks like Greg the Hammer Valentine. Look at him. That's Greg the Hammer. Sleeved up. That's the Hammer, Billy. Look at that majestic lion mane. That thing is awesome. Flowing in the wind, platinum blonde. I mean, he's majestic. He's just like a fairy tale character. Retired rocker, ex-truck driver, shit-kicking machine. Rod Stewart's twin bro. Shit, yeah. Cracking himself out. A little Heine, getting that Heine action in at 4:16 p.m. Let's get it. Get that Heine up in you, son.
Smoke.
You never left the 70s? It's like fucking Uncle Rico. Want to go back to the 80s? Fucking Uncle Rico's fantastic. Yeah, he's still arguing. Look, he's still sitting there arguing with them. Look, I can't do nothing here. Maybe got pickpocketed. Who knows? Kind of shit is common. Especially in clubs, you know, people hopping, rubbing around, bumping into somebody is not like a big thing, you know. It's a breeding ground, actually. People did acid in the 80s, of course. 80s, 90s, come on. They're still doing acid. There's still people doing that. You know, it's just something you can't do too often. You know, it's something I think that more people relish, you know, doing it from time to time. It's not something where you do it on a daily basis for the most part. I think a lot of people microdose like shrooms, you know. Look, she's selling them drinks right now. Oh, boy. See, Rod could have sat anywhere at the bar, but he sat over there. He knew. He knew. Old Rod knew. If you're talking about this is Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at Elbow Room Bar. And that is in Koi Sumi, I believe, Thailand. Or Koi Samu. Maybe it's Koi Samu. I don't know. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Rod is pregnant. Yeah, got that belly. Got that beer belly. Shit, yeah, look at him. But he's majestic, bro. I'm just letting you know.
You looking at my gut?
I just took a little peek.
I saw you.
So
what are you looking at my gut for?
He said, I just took a little peek.
Motherfuckers with guts like that ain't off the cheeseburgers. Motherfuckers with guts like that definitely are on the cheeseburgers, dog.
I'd better not. I have what doctors call a little bit of a weight problem.
Your gut, it's fucking huge. Let's just get this over with. Look, everybody take a good fucking look. What's the big deal?
He said, I just took a little peek. Fucking Ricky was the best, dude. I just took a little peek. Oh, god damn. God damn. If Ricky wasn't fucking just straight talent. Ah, fucking Ricky. Not to say I don't like the rest of them. Fucking Cyrus was great too. Why don't you fuck right off? See, I need to cut that up for someone bothering me in the chat room. Just, you know, someone named John. You just be like, hey, John, fuck right off. Why don't you fuck right off? I think I need to do that. Yeah, he's still there. Look at him. Still pleading. Girl's like, I didn't take your shit. I know I was rubbing up against you, but I didn't take your shit. Yeah, Air Force, that's what we were talking about earlier. She rolled in, she took her shirt off, and then everybody came up to her, and I thought they were going to tell her to put her shirt back on, but apparently she was a worker. So she was just getting there a little early. Look at her taking a shot right now. Just slamming shots. So work goes by quicker. Let's get her going, Bill. You think the boss is mad that she comes in Daisy Dukes in that top? I doubt it, Billy. I don't think anybody else is mad. And I assure you, there's not only guys, but there's women that will get in that line. I told you about Lisa Boyle, okay, at my friend's club, you know. There's maybe 3 or 4 bartenders, okay? All of them just as capable. But the line for Lisa was always longer, and it had plenty of women in that line. Plenty. Okay? There was plenty. Why? Because she was so hot. She was so hot, she was one of Kelly Bundy's friends. She was a fucking playmate. She was in Playboy. They don't have ugly ladies in Playboy. And you know the way they, kind of type wrote fucking Christina Applegate as the ditzy hot blonde. All of her friends were ditzy and hot, right? A little group of girls she hung out with, all in tight little dresses, all really sexy. I'm telling you, you can go and watch the old Married with Children. She's on a few of them. So, yeah, man. Well, Shady, I'm talking about, this was a while ago. I'm talking about, I was going to that club was hot in, seriously, 92. I'm telling you, I'd see Leonardo DiCaprio waiting in line out there as a young, we're talking probably not enough age. But he was Leonardo. I mean, we're talking way before all that shit he had done. I told you, man, first time I ever went there, I got high with Butterbean and Lenny Dykstra in the back room. He told me, dude, you're going to smoke the weed. It's going to stink up the place. I got to have you go in the back room and smoke weed over there. I said, cool. Because the sheriff comes through every night. The West Hollywood sheriff will come through and make sure everything's good. They'll walk through the club. And at that time, weed really wasn't legal, you know? And, yeah, dude, I walk in the room, he opened the door, and who's there? Fucking Butterbean and fucking Lenny Dykstra. Yeah, nails. If you would have gave me 1,000,000 guesses and $1 trillion and said, here, guess who's on the other side of that door partying, I would have never guessed Butterbean and fucking Lenny Dykstra. The Phillies were playing the Dodgers that week. So, of course, Nails came after the Dodger game. You know, because it was a club that was really popping. I'm telling you, you had Playboy models fucking serving drinks. It was one of those clubs where people waited all night long in the line just to see if they could get in. Okay, and trust me, they kept the ratio high. It wasn't a fucking sausage party. They made sure of that. You know, and the only way I got in is because I happened to run into the dude who ran it liked baseball cards, and so did I. We ran into each other. We became friends. We started going to card shows together. And then he's like, yeah, I got a club. If you ever want to come down to the club, sure. Well, first fucking night I come down. And he knows I smoke weed. So he's like, yeah, that's fine, but you can't smoke the weed in here. You got to go in the back room. So that was the whole first night. And that was awesome. That was my introduction. Good times. Most people feel better when they are around beautiful things. Well, it could be that, Shell. I mean, it was just different because it wasn't a club where anybody could just get in. He'd stop everything and then ask at I don't know, 11 o'clock, midnight, maybe he'd ask everybody in the crowd, hey, any of the ladies, would you like to come in and dance? And people, it would be like an all of a sudden strip club, but wasn't. And then he'd literally have these hot ladies and they'd go up and dance and he'd ask, can I pour milk on you? And then he's pouring milk on them and everybody's going crazy and people are throwing money at him. And yeah, it was an interesting atmosphere, man. It really was. It was, there's nothing like it. And today he still runs that club Hyde. And like I said, go on to Instagram, look up Hyde LA, HYDE LA, and tell me what you see. Tell me the people you see. So that's where it became. It morphed years later. You know what I mean? So this dude, Josh, knows everybody. He's truly like the mayor of LA. That dude. Lakers win, you'll see him in the back getting splashed with champagne. Dodgers win, same thing. He's in there putting his goggles on so he doesn't get the champagne in his eyes. Don't know how he does it, but yeah. Shout out to you, Josh. Yeah, they're still fighting. He's ready to kick his ass, I think. If he pulls the baton out and beats him now. Just playing. Just kidding. He's like reenacting the whole thing now. Ay, ay, ay. Nurses in general make you feel good? Sure. Absolutely. Nurses fake. Nurses real, nurses fake. Better wake up. Okay. I like being a robot. I like being a robot. I like the little fucking blinking light right in the doorway. It's probably really annoying. I'm surprised people don't trip. Like it just blinds you as you're trying to go in. Pay attention to the light, not where you're stepping, and boom, just fucking fall flat on your face. I can see it. Oh yes, I can. Weed is legal now in Thailand? Shit, I'm moving over there. We'll go over there and hang out. Find me some hot little chick. Smoke weed all day. Just eat good food. Yeah, I'm ready. Walk in, get a heart attack, get a seizure. Yeah, right. I'm guessing it's like a strip club up there. You know? That's all I can think of. That's all it would be. Or a regular type club, you know? Seems as though most people are leaving. What are you talking about, Tech? Nobody asked what. What are you just rambling about? Spamming the chat room with fucking rambling shit. Who are you talking to? What the fuck? Cat, you out of here? Thanks again for the huge dono. I'll see you later, hopefully on Friday. I mean, tonight. For our Friday night fun. See you tonight at 8, hopefully. Could you get a nasty girl in there? I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's plenty of nasty ladies that'll be willing to do stuff. Oh, look at Stankims. Look at Stankims. Dude, he's so thin. Or she. See, that's probably a guy. I think that's a man. Dude, he's got... Oh, I thought he had an Abe Lincoln beard, but instead he just has a chin diaper. I'm going to start walking around and see people like that. Hey, man, sweet chin diaper. I keep all the shit in. Let's just start clowning them so they come back to reality. That's a dude for sure. Jerome says, I don't need no pipe check. But if you want to see a real chick, I guarantee you'll see one right there, Jerome. That one's real. She's definitely a real lady, and Rod's doing all his best to charm her panties off. Rod might just get it, though, with that lion's mane and that belly. You never know, man. Rod's a suitor. You know what I mean? He's probably got like a fucking 12-inch dick like a fucking horse. Chicks probably dig him. Can't keep their fucking hands off him. He's a gentleman, a scholar. With a horse cock. Fucking Joe Dirt. He kind of is. Kind of does look like fucking Joe Dirt. He straight does have, now that I stare at it, he really does have the Joe Dirt. Shit is legit Joe Dirt. I thought it was Greg the Hammer when he walked in for sure. You know, Rick, that's what I had said. But man, now look at it and I stare at the lion's mane even more. It is really majestic. But if you put all its beauty beside, you know, and you look at it, you can see as it flows in the wind that it looks just like Joe Dirt. Oh, he's doing both, Golf. Oh, he's waiting. Here he comes. Here comes some fresh meat for him, too. Fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat. Wonder if they start pounding their beers on the bar every time the young women walk in. Fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat. Joe Dirt is God. Fucking Katie. It's good to see you, Katie. Caveman? Atuk? Remember Atuk? Atuka Luna Landa. Or Lana. That was her name. Atuka Luna Lana. If you haven't seen the movie Caveman with Ringo Starr and John Matusak, you're missing out. Good old Caveman. All right, let me finish this up and then I'm fucking out of here, man. I got shits to do. Well, they went inside. I don't know. I guess they're going to investigate inside. Who knows? Oh, he's grabbing booty, though. Right there. Oh. Grabbed her booty, and now she's walking off. He did the pipe check and didn't like what he felt. Caveman was funny. I haven't seen it in such a long time. That's definitely a guy in the way. What do you guys think? Is that a guy or a girl? I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Who's canceled? Me? I'm worried. Fuck yeah, he's dressed like the Karate Kid. That's a girl? Yep, guy. That's a dude. That's a girl. Dude. Pipe check. You like lady boys. Guy. Is this Thailand? Yes, it is, Draco. Dude look like a lady. Chat's too funny, dude. Yes. You chatters are too funny. You chatter baiters. Yeah, the bar's starting to pack. Let's go to the other view of the bar now. Let's see. I want to go to the other view so I can really get canceled. I want to get thoroughly canceled. You know, it's not fair that I get only kind of canceled. It's getting kind of packed again. Slowly, the ladies roll in. All that fart cleared out. What smelled like stale fart in there for a good half hour. No one was willing to come on through. That's right, Kayla. It's almost 5 at your house. 4:35. What's with the hats? Well, I mean, it's a sunny day in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They're literally across the street from the beach. If you look in the white over there, you can see the cars going by. If you went across the street right there, is the sand. There's the beach. So that's why there's people rolling right off the beach into this bar. And apparently this bar has been here since 1938. That's how long this bar's been here. It's on a really great corner right on the beach. So a lot of great, traffic, coming by. And then again, starts to get packed and it's lively. So people are like, well, fuck it. Let me come on in there and see what's going on. And you know how it works. If it's dead, nobody wants to go in. But as soon as it starts to pop, everybody wants to go in just to see why it's popping. Or is it something I like, So, 'tis what it is. Yeah, 3:36 in Bangkok. But happy hour here. It's good to see you, man. It's true. Was it really happy hour at 4:36? I always thought happy hour was 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, but I don't know. I don't drink like that, so I'm not sure. I thought it was like that 2-hour swing right after everybody was like off work. They figured everybody would be there by 5 o'clock. Crack open a cold beer, 5 to 7, right? I mean, I guess people can always tweak the hour if they wanted, of course. It's not like it's a legal thing. Happy hour could really be at any time, I guess. Whenever your business is struggling, you're trying to get people in the door. Those are the times you'd want happy hour, right? 50-cent drafts back then? Shit. 420's happy hour? For us, Wake, but I don't know about for them. Every hour is happy hour? That's true, JD. But that's a good thing, you only have a limited amount of hours. Your clock has started since the second you came out of the womb. And who knows how long that clock is. So you might as well live life to the fullest. Now, I'm not saying live life too fast. Don't go do things crazy. But always keep that in mind. Don't pass up the opportunity to do cool things. You know what I mean? Oh, she got her a suitor. She got her a suitor. Bang, bang. Skeet, skeet. Got her a suitor. Got him a customer. That happy hour is 4 to 6. So that's kind of crazy, I mean, I don't know. Most people get off at 3 o'clock. I figure most people are getting off at like 4 or 5 o'clock. But I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people that just work, 8 to 5. 8 to 5 shift. So you figure if the local bar is right down the street, you're there 5:15 to 7. Boom. Get all your drinks. You'd be slammed in that 2 hours. Even that hour, 45 minutes of time, you'd be slammed out. She's totally into Cleveland Steamers. What are you talking about? There's lots of people in that room. I don't know which one you're referring to. The Cleveland Steamer fan. I mean, really look at it, though. There's only like four guys in the entire fucking room. Away from the band, of course. It's a good ratio for the man. Let's go. Lots of ladies in the house. Yeah. I'm not really into the whole drinking thing. I just don't feel good when I do it. I don't know. I don't like it. I get a headache too. It definitely, before when I was a kid and I'd be drinking, could drink and I just drank to get drunk, of course, like most people do. And now if I did that, I'd get drunk, but I'd also then wake up the next day with a crazy hangover, fucking headache and sluggish as fuck and sweating it out. Fuck. So I don't know. It's changed for me. It's weird. So yeah, that's another reason why I don't like it. The next day. It's not fun. And I'm not even talking about drinking a lot. Fuck, dude, I couldn't even drink. If you seriously put 10 grand down and said, here, finish this 6-pack of beer, I'd have a whole lot of, I don't think I could do it. I don't. I know I could drink 4 of the beers, and I would be fucking starting to get stupid twisted after 4. So I know that I could probably push myself to do a 5th, but man, that 6th would be a killer. Like I think I'd be sick. I really do. I think I'd be sick. It would be hard for me. I couldn't do it. And it's funny because I know dudes that'll snap 6 beers down in 10 minutes, like literally 1 a minute or so. One every minute and a half, they're snapping beers down. You know, like it's nothing. I'm just talking about any kind of beer. It doesn't matter the type of beer. You know, it's the dehydration. Yeah, that's why you see me drink all the time here. I mean the water all the time. You know, 2 IPAs and you're faded. Oh, me too, Delta. Me too. What's up, Jersey? Yeah, I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. Tastes like shit. Alcohol is no fun. You know, to each their own. I know a lot of people enjoy it. I just, yeah. I think that time has passed for me. All right. All right, guys. It was great to see you guys today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for not only a great LA City Council meeting today, which I have to go back and cut up at some point here in the weekend, for, of course, the fun here watching in Fort Lauderdale and a little bit of Thailand action. So I appreciate everything you guys do for me. The thumbs ups are huge. I know you guys don't think it, but they are. They actually do something, and they're free. Please. Thank you. And thank you so much for the huge donations from everybody, you know, Kat and everybody. Who else gave today? Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just so many people. Let me go back and see the list so I can remember everybody. It'd be easier. Kevin, thank you so much from Kevin. Thank you much for Kat. Thank you for Anna. Thank you for Andrea. Thank you for Ian. And I think I'm missing one more. I apologize to whoever I'm missing. I really do. I really am sorry, but I appreciate it. I really do. So thank you guys so much for everything you do for me, everything you do for Stink Bomb over there who finally woke up. We're out of here till now. For now, we'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock or a little earlier unless there's a chase. I am here. So if there is one, I'm ready to pop off. So have a fantastic Friday. And hopefully, like I said, you'll join us. If you can't, I understand. Be safe, and we'll see you on the next one. If not, I'll see you tonight at 8. All right, guys. Peace.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Bye, y'all.